Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Three, the only three, the Deep Three NBA show. Back at you again, full force. Look at that. I'm rusty. I'm here with my guys, Miguel and Nico. Say what's good.
What's cracking with ya?
What's going on,
Yes, sir.
man?
I'm about to take a
Back at
shot.
it again.
Word,
NBA show.
I'll take one with you. I'll take a coffee shot. Ready?
Oh man, I got a full bottle of Henny in my right hand.
Alcohol.
Like now, let me stop.
You
gassing. I got work tomorrow.
He's alcoholic.
He said I got work tomorrow. Yeah, because it's Monday, so
It's good with y'all, man. Before we get into anything else, Nico, give me an apology, bro.
I already told you, bro, even before the show, I'm not giving no apology, bro. Straight up, I'm not giving you no apology.
You have to. You said a take that you were wrong on, therefore you have to apologize.
It's like he was wrong. He was disrespecting my squad, bro. I disrespected
You're not gonna win
them.
the chip. Look, I said they wasn't gonna win the chip, and that's what's gonna happen. We still got 2 more games, and that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Did you say they wasn't gonna win the chip, or did you say they wasn't gonna make the Sweet 16?
He said they wasn't gonna make it past the Sweet 16.
I said they were gonna lose against Texas Tech. That's what I said.
So you basically said they weren't gonna. You basically said they weren't gonna make it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, Texas
and
Tech
now
was
they're
my high.
now they're in the Final Four.
I had them going to the Final Four, and they beat them. I mean, it was a good ass game. I don't know. It's probably one of the best ones out of like the first 2 games. The 3 games. There's been 3 games after that. It's probably right. It was just been 1 or 2. No, 2.
Yeah, since last time we spoke, the Sweet 16 happened. So we had Duke beating Texas Tech by 5. Another masterclass down the stretch by the Duke Blue Devils to close out the game.
That game was really good though, bro. You can't even cap how Texas Tech. If you know what I'm saying, I think whoever won out of that game was probably gonna get it to make it to the Final Four. But depending on Gonzaga, we could talk about it right now. The upset against Arkansas.
But backtrack that too, though, bro. I took notes.
So the Final Four is Villanova, Duke, UNC, and who else?
Kansas. So it's UNC versus Duke, Villanova versus Kansas.
That's crazy, yo. That Duke UNC game gonna be crazy.
It is. But last part, I was like, we were discussing the matchups, right? I was like, yo, so whoever wins this round, Texas Tech versus Duke, do you think they're moving on? He's like, if Texas Tech wins, then yeah. But if Duke wins, they're losing to Gonzaga. It's exact words, bro.
Yeah, I did say that, and I said that, and I just said that now. If Gonzaga was gonna, if they didn't lose, you know what I'm saying, they were gonna beat Duke.
Damn,
they
got bounced too.
Was this one of the biggest surprises? Would you say?
This was
definitely
because nobody had Arkansas winning.
Yeah.
Nah, this probably the biggest episode.
Wait, so what was the final score? Go back up real quick.
They won by 6.
Oh, okay. Damn, yo.
And so you had Chet in foul trouble.
This dude Chet got in foul trouble, bro.
Fouled out the game.
That's what cost them the game, in my opinion.
I think it was the guards, like Nembhard and Strother. They've been playing good these last couple of games. Moving
terrible shooting.
Yeah, they both played bad. Sucks that this Nembhard's last college game as well, and he had the game before this is where he really just balled out. He had a great game, pushed him over the top.
Was he a senior or is he one and done?
He's a senior, Nembhard.
Okay.
So yeah, I think the only guys I think Drew Timmy's gonna return. I think he's a junior right now.
Got to. He knows he's only.
He might as well.
I think he should. He might as well just cement his legacy as a college basketball player.
He's probably gonna be their primary scorer now that Chet's probably going to the draft.
Oh, you said some casual shit, bro. Yeah, he was already their main scorer. He was their number 1 option all year long.
No, but I'm saying like the face of their team. Chet was the face of that team.
Nah, he wasn't. It was Drew Timmy.
Yeah, he definitely.
He's a national player of the year candidate.
Chet had the most hype.
Drew Timmy was definitely the face.
That's because he's a freshman. If we're talking about the face of that team, like he's like that's his squad. Like that's Drew Timmy's team,
right?
Yeah. And last year he was the best player on that team as well. Like Jalen Suggs was the face of it because he was the guy going into the draft next year. But Drew Timmy was like overall their best player. He's just just set in stone over there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Arizona losing to Houston, which was a shock to me too. Like I had Arizona going far, but Koloko and Matheran just couldn't carry them past. They carried him the first 3 rounds, both just putting up crazy numbers. Yeah, nobody else really shows up. But you had Terry come out and have a good game. But shout out to Houston though.
It's just bad shooting overall from these dudes from Arizona.
Yeah, they ran out of gas. Straight like that, because it was a 2-man wrecking crew throughout the whole tournament. Matheran and Koloko were just putting the team on their back and just pushing them to these wins. Had a big win against, I forgot who they played in the round before that, but that was a crunch time win. But shout out to Houston. It's just a team effort over there. Everybody gets it done.
Yeah, but they did lose. Shout out to fucking Houston.
And this is like a little unrelated, but our boy Ron Harper Jr. out of Rutgers declared for the draft.
For sure, he's looking like a second-round pick.
We knew it.
Well, what y'all think? Early second round, late first round? What do we think?
Think late second round is where he's gonna go. If not, I think it could go undrafted. I'm not gonna lie, but I do think he's gonna be on NBA roster next year.
I think his name will get him drafted.
Yeah, we'll see. That's what I agree too. Like I have him getting drafted, but like there's a high hope. Like there's a chance of him being undrafted. Like it's there. It's not like it's really up there. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have to take age into account. He's a senior.
Right.
What I'm gonna say though is he's gonna be a sleeper. You're gonna watch when we make a remake of this draft. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a sleeper for this draft. Like I'm not even trying to be biased. Like his play style fits NBA. He's a great mid-range shooter. He's a great overall shooter everywhere. He's a 3-level scorer. He could attack. You know what I'm saying? He's a crunch time player too. Like he's you know what I'm saying? He's that guy that's gonna get you a bucket in the last minute, 2-3 minutes of the game, and we've seen it plenty of times. Even before March Madness in the plane, he scored a 3 before the other team hit the game winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had a great game in the plane.
So he's definitely a great, you know what I'm saying, player. He's probably gonna be a snipe. Definitely, he's gonna go in the second round. I probably like late. Like I agree, it's late too. But
yeah, I think he goes late
Miami
in the second round.
Miami was looking at him. Supposedly, I seen something in Miami, and like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm like, oh man, they see what I see in him. No cap. Especially if Miami's looking at him, it's for a reason. If it's a reason, there's a reason. Miami, like we could all agree, all three of us, that the way they develop players or like pick off the draft is like crazy. Like just the amount of players they just got like off of the young cast or just coming out the G League and stuff like that. They're just great pickups. They have a great development.
It's them in Toronto. Their scouting departments are just like out of this world.
Here's the difference between Miami and Toronto though. Toronto picks players that they develop into players that can be good for any team. Miami drafts players that would do well in their system.
Yeah, exactly.
And then flip them for someone better, and then they'll do trash on another team.
No, yeah, exactly. They're similar to the Warriors in that sense, as in like they draft players that fit their mindset and just fit their game, like their play style.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see a team like Toronto or a team like Golden State looking at him as well. He'll be a good fit over there. Yeah, I think his game translates to the NBA. Like I've done my scouting. I've looked at like almost over 30 prospects already, and he's still one of the guys where I'm just like, if it wasn't for his age, like he would be going in the first round. Like I think
he's like 22, right?
Exactly. I think his game translate. He's a good shooter.
Really shot 40.
Yeah, they should. He shot 40%. I think he could play multiple positions at the next level. He was part of a great defensive team with Rutgers. And he was a good post scorer. I think he's a better playmaker than the numbers show. I think he's going to be a good player at the next level for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too.
But we had a couple
body type too for the NBA.
Nah, yeah, he does. And I think once he gets to the NBA, he's going to get slimmed down. He's going to put on more muscle. So I feel like, I think it's going to be good for him. I think he does get picked up for sure. But we said that about Miles Powell as well. He hasn't really played much in the NBA.
Sure, but he is.
They're completely different. They're two completely different players, though.
He is the most efficient player in the G League, though. Like it's not, he's kicking in the G League. It's just, you know what I'm saying, Miami. I mean, not Miami.
Yeah, he plays for Philly.
Especially Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially having Maxey like and then now guards, like we're kind of guard deep, and Doc Rivers doesn't like going young. Like he didn't even want to like Maxey barely played. Like you know what I'm saying, he was playing low last season, and And if you guys remember this season, he said after the first 5 games, he said Maxey wasn't a player. He's not ready to be in a starting lineup. And look at him now.
No, wait, you said
You know what I'm
last
saying?
year? You said that?
So
He said this is the beginning of the
no,
season.
he said that this beginning of the season, like you could even search it up. First 5-10 games in between there, he said Maxey wasn't ready. And I remember telling this to Miguel too. I could have sworn I told him.
It made
Like,
sense
it
at the
was
time
wild.
because he was playing the point guard position. He's just not ready to play starting point guard in the NBA. But him as a
He's
shooting
playing
guard,
guard now.
and him playing
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
shooting guard,
that is another.
that's
I mean, that is
perfect for him.
that is true. But I mean, even before that, even before the trade even happened, like he was already.
yeah, he's playing great
already
basketball.
playing good. Yeah, he was already playing good. He averages like 17 points.
Yeah, he's having a good season.
Have you guys been active on FanDuel and stuff?
I quit that.
Yeah. I'd be low key. I was telling Miguel, I lost like crazy back to backs.
Yo,
Yesterday I had a couple good ones too.
Yo, Nico, last night, bro, I was this close. I set a $15 10-leg parlay, and the payout was
He
$4,500.
was gonna win good money.
$4,500,
Yeah.
and it was for the Nets game, the Warriors game, and the Suns and Sixers, right?
Yep.
And the Celtics game. I needed Jalen Brown to score 25. He scores 25. I need Devin Booker to score 28. He scores 28. I need Embiid to score 31. He scores 31. Jordan Poole, I need him to score 24. He scores 24 in the last like 30 seconds.
Damn, you're wild for that. 24 points, Jordan.
Jordan Poole has been last.
He's been wilding. Look at his last 5 games, bro. He scored over 25 in all of the last 5 games.
I don't know.
I went down.
That's wild.
But anyways, so yo, I said like 10 leg parlay, right? Yo, bro, Mikal Bridges broke my heart, bro. I needed 15 points from him. He gave me 11.
Damn.
I needed 12 points from Bruce Brown. He gave me I don't even know how many.
Now you can't bet on role players, bro. It's just too inconsistent.
Nah, but Bruce Brown. I look at their recent games to see how they're doing, to see if like they're in.
Yeah, I do that too. The last 5 games.
So Bruce Brown was on a hot streak, and then I 11 points. Like that's cool. He could definitely get that, but he didn't get that. And then I need Kyrie to get 28. Last time he played the Hornets, he scored like what 50, 60.
Yeah, but he did bad last game, right? Last night he played bad.
He played shitty last night. Shit broke my heart.
Not for real.
Not word. Sammy me and Sammy be doing that shit all the time. Like we be sending.
Shout out to Sammy, bro, because Sammy really be putting me on.
Yeah, Sammy be hitting.
Yeah,
but it's because Sammy does he bets more money. Like compared to like he's lesser odds too. Like not lesser odds, like lesser teams. But he do be hitting like six parlays, like all that shit.
Yeah,
and he'll bet mid game too.
That's wild.
Yeah, he bets a lot of mid game.
Nah, that's the way to go, bro. Because then you see which
that's the way to go. You get the good odds.
Like I bet on one game I bet on. It was Celtics Pacers. Pacers were up by 10 in the third quarter, and they had positive. It was like plus 200 for them to win. I was like, I put them into the parlay. They ended up winning by like 15 at the end of the game. But then that's when that was the same day where I was off by 1 point. I would have hit for like 600, bro.
Yo,
I Conley needed one more point.
My parlay would have hit last night, I would be in LA, bro. I swear.
Nah, that shit.
Yeah,
that shit is too inconsistent, bro.
Word. But hey, and another thing, and this is only because we're just making small talk right now, and it's like the beginning of this episode right now. And I wasn't gonna talk about this until I seen Skip and Shannon talking about it. Tell me y'all seen it. Y'all seen it, right?
Yeah, we all know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What y'all think, bro? This is not basketball related, nothing.
It is basketball related because Charlie Villanueva checked in because he suffers from the same disorder. Is it a disorder or is it a disease? Which I don't want to use the wrong term, but he checked in and he said that he's backing Will, and I'm backing Will too. Comedians, and he's a comedian though, so you have to give him the leeway. But it's still like some shit is just everybody takes jokes differently.
Here's the thing, though. You can't guarantee that Chris Rock knew about that.
I don't know. I didn't know about it either.
Because I didn't know about that.
What did he call her, though? I never heard of that.
He said
G.I. Jane.
He
said it's a movie where this guy is a girl where has a bald head too. Like she has the same hair.
Yeah, like you know how G.I. Joe they all got bald heads, I guess.
Nah,
So,
it's
like,
G.I. Jane is a movie. Look.
I
G.I. Jane
know
is a different movie.
it's G.I. Jane is see G.I. Jane is the girl with the.
So he's saying that she should have been on number 2. Like she should have been the main
Yeah,
character for number 2
he
in part
said
2.
yeah, be on number 2. But here's the thing though, Will Smith laughed at the joke. He looked at his wife and she was mad. That's when he got up to go smack Chris Rock.
Nah. Cap. He didn't laugh. He laughed at the joke before. That's where I got like weird. Like he
That's what
laughed
he
at the
just
joke
said.
before.
That's what Tyler just said.
Oh, I thought he said that he laughed at that joke.
He did laugh at the joke.
He did. He laughed at the G.I. Jane joke.
Did he? Nah.
Yeah, he
bro,
did.
He said, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, right? And then Will Smith laughed, and then she rolled her eyes. He looked at her, and then he got up and went to go smack him.
Yeah, because I did see that she got mad. I did see her face, her reaction. She didn't
All right,
like
so
it.
let me bring this up then. If you're Chris Rock, what do you do in that situation?
I'm smacking the shit. I'm not taking no disrespect.
That's
Straight
what
up,
I'm
I'm not taking no
saying.
disrespect.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But
I
just
don't
the
care
way
how
he
famous
just
I am.
came up. He didn't say nothing. Like he just maybe he expected him to say nothing. He just came up and smacked him, and like he really did.
Because I thought when he was walking up to the stage, he was going like play fight, like you know how Jordan and Kobe did when they hit the ground. Kobe's going like, I thought they was gonna do some shit like that, but
And I'll tell you, to be honest with you, I'd rather take a punch than a smack. I feel like getting smacked is more disrespectful.
He ate that shit though.
Straight up.
But you also gotta look at it like this. Like there is a level of like shock factor in it too. Like he was not expecting to just walk up there and smack him. So like
That's
in the moment, Chris Rock probably like he said it too. Like the worst thing about his mouth, he was like, I really just got smacked by Will Smith on TV.
He said Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yo, like everything,
But
bro.
he
I
is a
probably would have had the
comedian,
same reaction. Like in the moment, I'm just like, yo, did he just smack me? Like, what is going on?
The initial thing I would have like when he said Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, that's cool. I probably would have said some shit like that too in shock. But then he sat down and said, "Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth." He said, I will. I'm going to. Like, nah. I would have said, hey, it was a joke. If you got a problem, like we could settle it, but you're not about to put your hands on me, bro. Like
he was wrong for that though.
And
he
then
was definitely wrong.
And here's the thing, bro.
But it's a joke. Comedians, it's comedy.
Saying.
But everybody takes jokes differently though. Like that's what I'm saying.
No, because let me tell you this. If
what
somebody,
did the joke do? Did it hurt you? Did it smack you?
If somebody would have made a joke about Will Smith being a simp or a cuck because she went and had those entanglements, she would have started laughing. And she wouldn't have cared if Will Smith didn't like it.
I get what you're saying, but they probably discussed that. But I'm talking about, you don't know in their household, you don't know if she's at home crying about her disorder, her being bald and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like there's a level of like you have to look at it from a human aspect of it. Her having like a disorder where her hair doesn't grow, like she's a bald, she has no hair, especially for a female, like they just take shit differently. And he was standing up for his woman. I see it as that. I see it as like you don't know how she took the joke. You get what I'm saying? Like us as men, we joke around all the time. You can say shit like that. But like when it comes to something like that, like her hair can't grow, that's like you make fun of somebody with leukemia, like because they have cancer. Like that's like.
But I'm saying though, my like when you put it like that, I completely get it, right? Now it all depends.
Yeah, I get it like that too.
Whether if Chris Rock knew that she had that disease or not, because up until that point, I just thought she just wanted to be bald.
Yeah, I didn't know that she had it.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if the two of us who are quote unquote normal people, we're on the media all the time compared to a celebrity who's always busy, not really on the media that much. How do you think Chris Rock gonna know about some shit like that, but somebody like we don't? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he knew.
Yeah, but
if he did, then
another thing. Where I agree with you for sure, but another thing is like he was on it the last year or the year before that, and he joked about her too. Like you're saying, he made like she should have expected like, but it's Chris Rock. He's gonna come out here and joke. If it's me, okay, it is what it is. Bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it is a joke. I get you. She's a female. Females are way more emotional. They're emotional creatures.
Exactly. Some shit. Everything is very, very different. I do think he's wrong for smacking him, though.
But he's still wrong for smacking him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he came up to the eye, watch your mouth, this and that, person. But you don't just walk up there and smack the guy on live TV.
The reaction was funny as hell.
Yo, he got lucky. He got lucky with not nobody else.
You see
Lupita
from Black Panther sitting right behind Will Smith, and when she realized it wasn't a joke.
Yo,
nah, it was sat down. She like, oh shit.
You seen it where it was Shark Tales versus the zebra from Madagascar. And it was like the biggest rivalry of all time or some shit like that. That shit had me rolling, bro.
Nah, bro. Some of the memes were ruthless, bro. I seen one meme where it was like when Will laughed and Jada looked at him saying, Tupac would have slid for me.
Oh, hell no.
That shit is out of pocket, bro. The internet is so out of pocket.
Will Smith is becoming an L though.
There was one meme that I seen. It was like, and this is true. In my opinion, I think this is true. I seen a meme that said if it was The Rock that made that joke on the stage, Will Smith is not getting up and putting it in his hands.
I feel the same way. But I also see somebody else say that if it was a white man, that he wouldn't have done it. And I just feel like that don't make no sense. Like we seen him smack the other guy last time. Yeah. I watched the video when we recorded it. Mm-hmm. I was like, but he smacked the guy that was like recording or tried kissing him on the cheek or something like that. Remember?
Him,
and he smacked him like, bro, like, come on, Will Smith obviously ain't about that shit, bro. Like, obviously would have died for his.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say if it was a white man, but if it was The Rock, if it was somebody swole and big, Will Smith is not doing that, bro.
Yeah, I was going to work and you know, Miguel knows that we always have that station on. And this motherfucker was wilding. Like, I'm like, no way, bro. Like, I was like, nah, he's white though. I mean, I don't know if he was smack a white man. I don't know.
Yo, I don't think it's a matter of race.
I don't think so either. I didn't like that he went that way with it. But as a person from New York, New Jersey, same shit. Ebro in the morning or the Breakfast Club? Which one do you prefer if you're riding in the car?
Ooh, if I'm vibing in the car.
Me and Nico have had this debate before.
See, this is tough because it depends on the mood. Like if you're agitated in the morning and you don't want to hear loud motherfuckers, you gotta go with Ebro because Ebro is cool. With him and Rosenberg, I love Rosenberg. He's so nice. I met him before. He's nice, one of the nicest people I've ever met. I will listen.
Yeah, I hear people say that term, bro. That's like motherfuckers should be saying that about everybody.
What?
No cap. They're the nicest person I've ever met in my life. Like I feel like everybody says that about everybody.
Cap, bro. Like
I never use that term. Bro. Did I ever use that term? I don't use that.
If one of us knew a person that knew Peter Rosenberg, I guarantee you he would hop on the pod.
But I get okay. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like, because y'all know I listen to podcasts like all day long, like driving. I don't listen to music. I listen to podcasts. And when you hear somebody talk about somebody else, bro, they say that shit all the time.
Right,
I hate when people use that term. Like, but he said that they're nice people.
That's like he's somebody that's in the upper echelon of media, and for someone that has that much stain, he's a really nice guy, and he's very open to helping out. Because I remember I seen him at Monday Night Raw one time. I had just started college, and I was in the Garden, and I was walking by, and he was just drinking a beer. And he was like outside the bar, and I was like, "Yo, Rosenberg, is that you?" And he was like, "Yo, what's going on, bro?" And then we had like a 5-minute conversation. I took a video too of him of us talking. But anyways, when it comes to the Breakfast Club versus Ebro, I would say like me personally, I'm more so agitated in the morning. I don't really want to hear loud people, so I'll tune into Ebro. But like there are some days, and if you're someone that's like on go in the morning, you know, all energy.
Yeah,
you're gonna go to Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that's a good example because like me, like Nico knows this for a fact. But I'm a morning person. Like because we ride with each other to work. I come in the car, but Nico's like shut quiet. Like he don't be like he'll like respond to what I'm saying. I'm like Nico. But he's not in there like starring conversations. But I'm in the morning, like I got my music playing, but like I'm just like I be interjecting. My girl was talking about that this morning, but I'm just such a morning person. Like I'm up, like I need like maximum, I need like a minute or two, and then I'm like full awake, like I'm up, like I'm out, like I'm full of energy already. I'm really a morning person.
Like I'm a morning person to where like I could get up, you know what I mean? But like going to work, bro, every single day, like damn, another day of work. Bro. I'm in there like just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know this routine. My boy be in there, his headphones, has the radio going. He got everything ready to go.
Nah, for real, bro.
I don't know. For me, it's just a different feeling. Because if I'm waking up at 7 a.m. going to work, then that shit is gonna blow my eyes. But if I'm waking up early to like go film something or go to a class or like go to the gym or something.
Like something you're looking forward to.
Something I'm looking forward to. Then I'm cool. You know.
Yeah.
I won't play the Breakfast Club, but I'll play like music.
Yeah, I'm an Ebro guy too.
Now we very rarely even play the radio though. Like I usually just have my phone plugged into the aux.
Yeah. I don't listen to the radio at all. Very once in a blue moon. Like my aux cord has to be broken. The Bluetooth has to be malfunctioning for me to listen to the radio.
And our aux cord, bro, that should be having its days. That should be having its days, bro. Like we bought it, bro. I bought it from some guy at some gas station, bro. We was working at Woodland Park. I bought it from the guy over there. He's like, yo, I've had this for like 3 years. Like it still works. I'm like, all right, bro. Fuck it. Like I need an aux cord anyway. So I bought it, but no cap. Like a month later, that shit does not work in Nico's phone, bro. It works on my phone, but that shit does not work for Nico's phone, bro.
That's weird.
It does not work. And then I got a new phone.
Is it like a charger that's also an aux?
No, it's like an aux cord that has the iPhone piece at the end.
Like the old ones though, like the headphones ones. It's the headphone ones.
No. Yeah, it's an aux cord that you plug into the car.
It's an aux
but the
cord
end of it
plugs into the
phone.
adapter, and then the adapter plugs into the iPhone.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
For sure.
That's
but that should be on and off. Like even today, I didn't even play no music in the morning, but I was playing around with that shit. I was like cleaning my phone and the little wire, and then it ended up working. But that should be having its days though, for sure.
No cap. Like it's like some days like, bro, not today. Like I'm not trying to listen to that
right,
crap you putting on.
It'll be in the wrong moments or the wrong moments. That's what it be.
Yo, to me, it always happens. It always happens in the winter. Always, bro. It's I hate it. I hate it when that happens because like when it's cold and it's the morning, you're just extra pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So
I really do not get like that, bro. No cap.
I don't know.
Like I get up in the morning. I'm just always in a good mood.
I'm telling you, if it's the summer and it's early in the morning, like somebody could drop dead right in front of me, and I'll be like, oh well, and I'll keep walking, keep on about my day because like I don't know. I guess I'm a weather person. Like so, like when people say like the weather is gloomy, like I'm one of those people. Like if the weather's bad, then you kind of like I'm a little more reserved. You know, I'm a little more to myself. But when it's sunny, when it's nice out, like I'm mad energetic. I'm mad like open.
I don't know.
I like you're the son of Mother Nature.
I like the rain.
Yo, don't make me be on that spiritual shit, bro.
But he sounds like that's his mom.
My boys are gonna ask you for your zodiac sign. Yo, you're gonna ask you for your zodiac sign.
Word. No, they're gonna be like, yo, what's your zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces sun. I'm a Jupiter rising.
That shit doesn't mean
I don't know what that shit means.
That shit don't mean shit, man.
Right, but anyways, we can get back to basketball if y'all want.
Yeah, we gotta discuss the heartbreaker though. First, St. Peter's comes out, pull another upset. They beat Purdue in the game where they shut down a potential, well, not even a potential, a future top 5 pick in the NBA draft in Jaden Ivey. They shut him down.
Yes, sir.
Their best player gets into foul trouble in the defo. They still somehow, some way pull off the W. And then they match up with North Carolina. North Carolina's just like, we not them ones. Like, we not about to take you for granted. We not about to underestimate you.
Yep.
And they came out there from start to finish and dominated them. Second half, it was back and forth. But first half, it was complete domination.
Yeah.
Everybody was hitting on all cylinders.
You know who had probably the biggest impact in the game and was the game changer was Baycott. Right?
He dropping 20 and 20, like damn.
Oh wow!
Like, bro, he was rebounding ridiculous. Like
8 offensive rebounds, and
that was the first time
rebounds.
And I don't know if you guys were paying attention to the game, but that's the first time. No, that's the first time in the tournament that they go over a deficit over 7 or 6 points. It's been a 6.
Well, yeah, it was their biggest deficit. Yeah. I remember what they said at the beginning of the game.
What? Just for that, just like, you know what I'm saying, just like looking at that, they technically lost just because of the first half, if you look at it. Because they went bucket for bucket in the second half. But it was just,
scroll down.
I mean, Peacock was just destroying them. Offensive rebounds was just ridiculous. He was just destroying them in the first. It was just that, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't get nothing going on offense. As their Banks, Lee, they had a bad game, really bad game.
Yeah, terrible shooting.
It was bad.
Yeah, this dude E-Dirt went 4.
And I don't think Eder hit a 3 either.
Yeah, that's Doug Eder.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had his
Eder-
worst game in the tournament.
Yeah, 0 for 5, and then you got their one of their forwards going 5 for 13. Their starting
Defo.
guard going 0 for 6.
Defo finished with 6 blocks though. Honestly, I'm gonna add him to my sleepers.
I am too.
Onto my
Did he
big
declare?
boy. Yeah, he's a senior. He's definitely gonna declare for the draft. But
Like, yo,
I'm adding him onto
play,
my sleepers, undrafted guys.
Like, I was telling Miguel today, I watched him, like, when I was watching this game, he looked like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, North Carolina's playing great defense, and he didn't shoot that good, but when he did have the ball and then ISO, like, those plays, like, they ISO for him. And he was scoring, like, and he reminded me of, like a Kawhi Leonard. He could be a Kawhi Leonard, just especially how good he's on defense.
The best, but if you look at the stats, he's everywhere.
His block,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not even sure what's his
6
height.
blocks, 3 steals, and he's getting
They do run ISO plays for him. I mean, he's a great. I mean, I like him. He looks good. I can see him developing his offense because defense is there. I think like his size, body, 6'7". I mean, he looks good.
Yeah, and he's one of the best shot blockers.
Yeah,
he averaged 3 blocks and 1.3 steals.
He led the country in blocks last season.
So look at that. That's damn near
6'7".
right there.
Top 10
That's last year.
Yeah, he was top 10
this year. Yeah,
for blocking. Yeah,
for his height, he's a great.
Started every single game this year too.
Yeah, he was their best player.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
He was good.
Casey Nadefo though. He had a good run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely add him onto the bottom end of my big boy. I finished my top 10. I'll probably show it after we're done talking about college, just to run through my top 10.
Yeah.
But then we had another Cinderella, which nobody was really considering Cinderella, but I was. But Miami, out of Miami University, I guess that sounds weird saying in Miami. They pull off the upset.
Miami.
Yeah, same shit. They pull off the upset over Auburn. Then they go off beat down Iowa State, which is supposed to be an even matchup. Me and Nico was gassing this game up, but they didn't really put up a fight.
It was one of those games, you know what I'm saying, that you expect them to go crazy and it just ends up a blowout. I hate those type of games.
And then
that
they match
happens a lot in the NBA.
Yeah, for real, on everything. No game ever lives up to the hype. And then they just match up with a team that's just better than them from start to finish. And Kansas Jayhawks, Abaji has his best game of the tournament.
Abaji had his biggest, I was about to say his biggest game. Just he was wilding, efficient, he was going crazy.
He's gonna have a long career in the NBA.
4 steals too.
He's gonna have a long career.
I had him being one of the. I had him like top 3. If I'm right, I had him in my top 3, top 5 best players in the tourney. He's been playing good for sure.
The bench too, off the bench.
Yeah, a lot of their guys they just put out a great effort.
Lightfoot did really good. He only had 16 minutes and still managed to get 9 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 3 rebounds, and an assist, and a steal, and a block. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, watch out for
free throws.
The free throws aren't that good. If he would have got all them free throws, that would have been really impressive.
I think watch out for Braun when it comes to the draft. I cannot remember his first name right now. But he's a shooter. Yeah, he's a shooter. Plays good defense. I think it probably is Chris. I'm not even sure. I'm about to search that up. But watch out for him when it comes to draft time. He's gonna be a guy that I'm pretty sure he's gonna come out this season. He's gonna be a guy in the second round. He's just gonna come in. He's gonna have a long career just because he could shoot the shit out the rock. And he plays good defense for his size as well. 6'6", 250, shooting 50, pretty much 50, 40, 75. And he was on what? 3 attempts this year, 5 attempts last season. Like he's just gotten better and better each year he's been in college. That's a guy to watch out for a fact. And I think Miami has a couple guys too. McGusty had a great tournament run as well. I think he's returning for another year.
Yeah, McGusty had a big game.
I think he's going to return. Isaiah Wong is a guy I think he's going to go into the draft this year. He should. He's from Jersey. I thought that he had a great tournament run. It just turned out this worst game of the tournament was the last game. But it's still his worst game was 6 of 14.
Same story, different player.
For 15 points for a fact. Yeah, I think he should come out. He's a great scorer. He handles the ball well. But we'll see. I like him as a prospect as well, especially he's from Jersey, so we gotta support him. I think he's from New Brunswick.
Jalen Brunson?
He's from Piscataway. Piscataway.
Oh yeah, you is right. It is Piscataway, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Kansas moved on to the Final Four. We missed. Oh yeah, and then we have Villanova beating Houston, which is just a shocker of a game because Villanova plays terrible. Well, statistically, he plays bad,
And
they
they
still
also
pull out
just
the
lost.
win.
They also just lost a player to Achilles injury. Was it Achilles?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, they just
Nah, I don't
lost
know.
somebody. I know for a fact they lost somebody.
I think that was last season. I think you're talking about Chris Gillespie that he came back this season to play the March Madness. He didn't
Hold
play
on,
last
I'm
season.
gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, Colin
Look,
Gillespie, he had a
It was
great game.
wild. That's the
Not a
game.
bad
That's the
game. He had
game.
a great
You'll see
season.
that.
Yeah, this
That's the
is his
game
first
where
game too.
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? That's the March
Justin
Madness
Moore.
game.
Justin Moore. You see 8 points, 2 for 10. He tore his Achilles.
Yeah, he played 37
Damn.
minutes though. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it must have been towards the end of the game.
He tore his Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that sucks.
He averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 34 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't bugging. I was like, yo, they definitely lost a player.
But yeah, Villanova, you know what I'm saying? They have a bunch of seniors. They know what they're doing. They've been playing good all season. Obviously, it wasn't their best game. It was a bad game overall. But they ended up pulling through, and you know what I'm saying? I had them going to the Final Four. Obviously, I'm a big fan of them.
A couple of
They
our
City Hall,
old high
they're my
school
second
friends
favorite.
are
My
going there.
second
too.
favorite now. But
Yeah, they have one of the best
yeah,
coaches.
that shit's gonna be wild. What do you think? What happens? You think they can make it to the championship game?
Yeah, we could go to that right now. Let's look at it. So we have Duke, North Carolina, Villanova, Kansas. Off of the face value, this
I think
game
it's
is
gonna be
really
Duke
a
and Kansas.
toss-up. Because these two teams are so evenly matched up when it comes to like they both just play with straight seniors. They have guys that's been there for a long time, and we're gonna see who could really show out. It's Abaji versus Gillespie, two seniors, two guys that are entering the draft next year. But it's hard.
It's a good ass game.
I'm going Kansas.
Villanova.
I'm going
Villanova.
I'm going Kansas too.
I think they're a great defensive team overall. Every team they've been holding them down to low scoring games. Even last game, if you even look at it, I mean they're a great shooting team. So, but they, you know what I'm saying, they have a chance of losing because they do shoot a lot of threes. They rely on the threes a lot. They shoot 25. That's
This
a
game
lot.
should live up to the hype.
I got a question for you. Is it just me, or is this year a little different from the other years in the sense of like our area, the tri-state area? There's a lot of players from the tri-state area this year going in.
Yeah, like I know we seen like on March Madness's Instagram page, they do like a map of like all the remaining teams and who's the closest to them.
Mm-hmm.
And like you see Kansas is like more than half of the country, and everybody that's left is like on the East Coast. Like Villanova's in Philly. You have Kansas over there, who's they're not really the East Coast, but they're like in between East Coast and like the Midwest. And then North Carolina and Duke play in the same state.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the tri-state area though. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of players this year declaring for the draft out of there.
I didn't really think about it like that.
Yeah, because if you, I don't remember any St. Peter's players declaring for the draft ever.
But we don't really know if he's going to get drafted.
A couple Seton Hall players. I don't recall any Rutgers players declaring. You know, the Ron Harper is like the first time I heard a Rutgers player declare for the draft.
Yeah.
So
and like actually make
has Roden declared for the draft?
Who?
What?
I don't think so. Roden?
He's probably going to.
Has he declared?
He's probably going to. I doubt he gets drafted though.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for him. He had a bad game.
Yeah, in the tournament he played, he did not have a good game.
Oh man, the last
weaknesses
player,
just got thrown.
The last notable player to come out of this tri-state has been Isaiah Briscoe. Like hype wise, he had.
Cole Anthony was from New York.
Was he? He's from New York?
Look at him now.
Anthony's from New York.
He got the big three.
Oh shit! Never mind.
That's Miguel's boy, bro. He know him. He got his phone number and everything.
Yeah, that's my man's.
Oh, you got Cole Anthony's phone number?
No, he's talking about Briscoe. I don't got his phone number.
Briscoe, you got Briscoe phone number?
Nah, I don't got his phone number. I rock with him though. But
hey, bro, I'm saying, bro, you got them connections. You gotta make some phone calls, bro. Get him on the pod.
Yeah, shit. He's famous.
Bro, I'm saying you
That
got
man got
Giannis.
2 Instagrams. Like, think about that, bro. What's the
You
point
got-
of that?
Hey, bro, you got us Adrian Giannis.
Or
And
I
you got
had to
him,
grind for
you got
that
him
one.
before he blew up.
Yeah, that's the point. You gotta get him before they blow up.
No cap. That is
Zay
true.
hasn't really go like he hasn't really hit that mark yet though.
Nah,
He's
he was famous in high school.
He's
He peaked in
famous.
high school, if we're being honest.
I don't know. I don't want to say that because if we have him on a guest, I don't want to like have somebody like say, "Yo, they say he peaked in high school."
I mean, but if we're keeping it a buck on here, like, come on. Like, he went to college. He did all right for Kentucky. He wasn't no like crazy lottery pick that he was supposed to be.
Yeah,
He was projected to go top 10. You get what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like, I watched him drop 50 in his closeout game when he was in high school. Like I watched him play multiple times in high school, and he just didn't.
Yeah.
Javon Quirley
right?
too, yeah. JQ too. I watched him play in high school as well. He just didn't. Oh, but you forgot to name somebody from Jersey that's putting on is Nas Reed. That's who's from Jersey who's been playing good ball.
Yeah, Nas Reed is putting up for Timberwolves. He's playing good.
I forgot about him. Yeah, I watched him play in high school as
Alvarado
well.
too, man. He's on the come up. Oh, Jose Alvarado. He just got paid.
He's from Jersey.
I'm from New York.
Oh, I was about to say, like that Rockwell.
That's not Jersey,
bro.
I think he's from Brooklyn. I think he's from Brooklyn.
Nah, but good for him though. Good for him.
Yeah, facts, but we support him on this pod, but I fuck with him heavy. He's tough.
Sure. Yeah, we got a couple Jersey babies in the league. And obviously we can't forget about our man's Cat. That's
Cat, Kyrie,
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson.
Nah, I'm talking about right now.
Those are probably the biggest
Cat and Kyrie.
Kyrie too. Kyrie too.
Famous from Newark.
He's from here and he's also playing here, you know, so like that's the perfect mix.
Nah. He's not playing here, but he is from here. New York.
I'm saying like the tri-state.
Fuck the tri-state, bro. We Jersey. I don't rep New York. I don't rep PA.
I don't fuck New York either. Fuck New York. Fuck your state. I know you rep them. Fuck them. How
He's
about
a Knicks
that?
fan. He's a Knicks fan on the
I rep
low.
New York and Jersey. I rep both.
Well, he's a Knicks fan.
On the
I
low.
forgot he's a Knicks fan.
Who?
You a Knicks fan on the low. It's all right.
That's a Knicks for the same
No,
team.
don't you ever say some shit like that, bro.
They're
That's
the same
one thing.
team.
That's
They're
one
the
thing
same
I'll never
team.
be.
Nah.
That's one thing I'll never be, bro. That's one thing I will.
Yeah, would you
never
rather have Steve Nash or Tom Thibodeau right now as a head coach?
Tom Thibodeau. I'll tell you that.
Chill. I don't even know, bro. The way this has been running that team, he
For
gonna
real.
he gonna run KD to the ground.
Nah, yeah,
so
KD would have been out.
Yo, I'm saying KD. Yo, bro, KD would not have legs if Tom Thibodeau was the coach right now.
That'd be hella short shots.
I'm
He
saying,
even
bro.
said it. Steve Nash even said it. He came out and said, I remember like midseason they asked him why is KD playing so much minutes. He's like,
Because he asked
we're gonna
to.
lose games. Yeah,
No,
I remember that shit.
Hey, you think
Exactly.
Steve Nash is giving James Johnson too many minutes? Tom Thibodeau played that motherfucker 40 minutes a game.
Yeah, but James Johnson plays good though. He's been playing.
He's all right.
good.
He has one good game. He has
has
one
had a
good game
great
every like
season.
5.
Nah, he has had a
But
great season.
Nico, you gotta look at it like this though. Us as like just general NBA viewers, we think James Johnson's been playing good for them, but Taha watches them on a different microscope than we watch them. Like, I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like, bro.
Like, I felt the same way when he was on my squad. I think he's a good player, but it's just like certain shit. Like he's just not like
he just does stupid shit sometimes. Like
I
shit
like
that
James Johnson though.
Done. Like I like James Johnson. He comes up big sometimes. Like he came up really big in that Philly game.
Yeah, I'm about to say that was his best game.
For sure.
But I'm saying though, like some games, like he just does stupid shit, bro. Like why are you trying to do dribble moves? Like you're a power forward.
Nah, he can handle. He played. This might have just been because we had nobody on our roster at that point. But he played point guard for Miami when he was over here, bro.
It was that Celtics game. It was that Celtics game, bro. He started dribbling and nobody I forgot who was guarding him, but nobody even swiped. This man just lost the ball and it went out of bounds.
He's a decent playmaker.
I don't know, bro, but yeah, like Nico, bro. Philly has definitely had those types of players that have been frustrating. Like,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I don't know who. But, obviously, because I'm not a Philly fan.
You still want that. You still want that dog mentality guy. I mean,
Nico, if there is one player on the team you don't like, who is it?
Who's that one player I don't like?
On your
probably-
roster.
What else? The better word I'll use is probably the most inconsistent player.
Come on,
will
bro.
probably go.
Only one
Will
answer.
probably be Danny Green. I mean, offensively, defensively
okay,
he's always there every night.
I can understand that, but I was thinking DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan just got there. You can't really talk about him.
He just got there.
Nah, but he be shitting though, like not in a good way.
Nah,
Yeah, I mean, the last two games he played good though.
He has been playing well. He's been playing, but he's better than what they had before. Like he's a better backup big option than Paul Millsap is.
Yeah,
Paul Millsap's just too small to be playing the 5.
Yeah.
That's too early, but Danny Green is the correct answer. I think so for the Sixers because he's just the guy that gets the most blame on that roster because he'll just he's a good shooter that will miss wide open threes.
He's a scapegoat player.
He is a scapegoat on that. Every roster has one of those. Yeah. But let's finish this. No, go ahead. Nico, what you had to say?
No. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying, Jordan Nance been playing good. He's probably the only one.
Yeah, you wouldn't say. I wouldn't say him.
He's still good. He's still a decent role player. It's just the amount of money we play for him. It's ridiculous.
DA?
For Danny Green.
Oh.
Danny Green.
Because they've been having a good season.
Like third, like.
But he is doing his thing though.
Hey, are y'all paying him over 10 mil?
Yeah, we're paying him 10 mil or even more, I think.
But it's his last year on his contract, though. I'm pretty sure.
It is his last year, but still, though, he should be on a minimum vet.
Vet minimum for sure. He should be on a vet minimum.
Horford.
Y'all
missing Horford this year, Nico.
No, they're not, bro.
Yes, they are. They could use Horford right now.
But what they were paying Horford at the time just made no sense for him to be on that roster. For a guy that could, but he couldn't play next to Joel Embiid. Like, what was the point of him even being there? You're not paying that guy.
He could have been the backup.
Okay, but you're gonna play.
Not for that much money.
If he's on a vet minimum, that's different. But they signed him for like 4 years, 120 mil. Like he was getting paid like 25 or 30 mil a year to play.
Exactly.
And then when he was playing with Joel, they didn't play good.
He's on a 4 year.
Yeah, better trade value than playing him on a bench.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that they miss him.
Well, actually, while we're still like on this college stuff, NCAA stuff, Sharif O'Neill is transferring. He's going to the transfer portal after 2 seasons at LSU. He hasn't said where he's going to transfer. But
yeah, that makes sense.
That's good.
That makes sense.
Leaving LSU.
I like him. I actually do. Like I follow him. Like just not just for Shaq, but he's been playing good as hell, yo. Like I like his play. I see him play with like a Doge. He even played in the what's that league?
Crew League.
The Drew League. I watch that
Drew
shit all the
League.
time.
Yeah, that's the Crew League. Yeah. I'm thinking about that rapper shit.
Yeah, that's the one with the rappers.
The Drew League. Yeah, the Drew League's been freaking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's like he's played in it. He's been playing it. You know, I've seen him play pickup games. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? He had that big heart problem that he was off. He couldn't play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was unfortunate.
He looks good. I mean, he's bigger. He might not be as athletic as before, but he's still athletic as hell. He's definitely big. Obviously, he's not the same player as Shaq, but he has way better touch around the rim and shooting wise than Shaq. I'll tell you that.
I'll be excited to see where he goes. Honestly, throwing it out there, just because Shaq's from Jersey, I wouldn't be surprised he goes to Seton Hall. Honestly,
that would be crazy.
With Shaheen Holloway going there now, he's just such a big name coming off of this tournament run. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they could land somebody like that.
I don't know, bro. I could see him picking a California team, UCLA, Duke, UCLA or
USC.
USC. That's the one.
He was gonna go to UCLA, but then that heart problem thing happened.
Yeah, so he went to LSU because that was his college that Shaq went to. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to a school in Jersey or close.
We don't know what happened there. We're gonna say maybe we don't know what happened. Maybe they had a lot of UCLA was upset with him somehow or something. We just don't know. And he left. I'm saying he didn't even try playing there. He didn't even try playing. He just as soon as he got out his shit,
Seton Hall would be crazy. Seton Hall would be
crazy. UCLA would be good as hell.
Hey, shout out to Tim. Shout out to our guy Tim, a friend of the pod.
Yeah, Tim Rodriguez over there.
Yeah,
I didn't want put his full government out there like that. But
right, I just said Tim. You said the whole government.
I knew Nico and I know who you were talking about. He's like Tim who?
Yeah.
Nico. I don't know. I don't think Nico knew Tim because me and Miguel, we went to elementary school with him, but But yeah, our guy Tim, he's in I think he's one of the managers for Seton Hall.
Yeah.
Hopefully
But
we up in them
let's
suits.
get to some predictions for this UNC versus Duke matchup. We already know who Nico's gonna say. But Nico, tell me why you're going North Carolina.
Why?
I don't know why.
I do know why. Because,
I like the logo.
It's gonna be the game you guys fault. You guys showed a lot of holes in the game, in plenty of games. Obviously, Texas Tech was like the toughest. Nah.
Nico,
I'm talking about.
This can be the game where they
North
fold.
Carolina because
Like,
they got
doesn't make
scores.
no
They
sense
got
though.
scores. I'm going with North Carolina because they got scores straight up. Fuck Duke. They're gonna lose. They're gassed up. They're losing.
I don't know how you
Miguel.
could be gassed up and go to the Final
Hey.
Four.
You smell that, Miguel?
It smells like a hater, bro. Yo, Todd,
It's
from the
fake.
moment the tourney started, bro, and Duke has just like they just hit many milestones throughout the way. Like they beat Michigan State. That was like, all right, they weren't that good, but they closed it out. They were down 5 with a couple minutes left. They boom, go on a 20-6 run, close it out. Then Texas Tech is supposed to be the biggest matchup for us so far in the tourney. Hardest matchup. They're the best defensive team in the nation. This and that. And what does Duke do? They close the game out on them as well. This is back-to-back games where they just come in clutch on both times. And the defense
they're trying
steps
to get
up.
Coach K that last ring.
They're trying to get Coach K the last one, bro. You see them close out both games. Defense has stepped up in crunch time. The playmaking has stepped up in crunch time. And the main reason is because of the swap that Coach K did, putting Trevor Kills coming off the bench and Jeremy Roach starting. And you see Jeremy Roach just being a vet, being a true point guard. He's been unguardable in ISO so far in the tournament. Like nobody can stay in front of him, which has just been, and that's a shocker coming from a Texas Tech team who's the best defense in the nation. And they still came out and they still put up buckets. They still scored efficiently. They made their last 8 field goals against the best defense in the nation. I don't even see how they gonna. That was their biggest test. I don't see how North Carolina beats them. Straight up, like.
That was our biggest test.
That
was our biggest test.
There's Todd, that's another casual shit you just said, bro.
Well, because I wasn't sure if like in the after the Sweet 16 starts if it's home and away. I thought
it's all neutral. It's all neutral site. The whole thing.
Okay.
They're playing in New Orleans for this one. You're gonna see a lot of Dukies. You're gonna see a lot of North Carolina fans.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go with the underdog. I've been saying it. I wasn't gonna. Why would I go with y'all if I don't have y'all winning the chips? I'm not gonna go with y'all over.
You didn't have North Carolina going either, though.
My statement. I didn't, but North Carolina.
I'm not saying for you to change.
Brady, like they got scores. Yo, they're a great team. They're obviously it's not your toughest matchup. The toughest matchup was last game. You know, you guys were the first team this season, not even a tourney this season. To score over 70
points against the number 1 defense in the nation.
Yeah, that's fine. I know, but the pressure is gonna hit this game. That
doesn't make no sense to me. How can you say the pressure is gonna hit that we're gonna fold when both games we were down with 5 minutes left and we come back and won both games? Close it out.
I trust they got seniors on their team. They showed last game against a great defensive team that's been probably the best defensive team out of Texas Tech. They've been the second best defensive team, and they exposed them. They're shooting well. You know what I'm saying? They have a great rebounder too. Baycott, he's great. That's a great matchup against what's his name? Williams, Mark Williams. That's his name.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's a great matchup for him. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Love, Davis is good as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? They got guys. They're good. I'm just gonna go with the underdog this game.
Yeah, they could have guys. That's cool. That's cool with me. All I know is Manic isn't about to be doing what he's been doing to us. He's about to bully us. I'll let you know that right now. Paulo Banchero.
He's a bully.
Paulo Banchero, however you want to pronounce his name. He's making his way up the big boards. He's becoming the number 1 prospect in the nation. Mark Williams is making his name into being a lottery pick this upcoming draft. Wendell Moore is going to go into the draft.
How'd you say his name?
Mark Williams, Paulo Banchero.
Paulo Banchero. Yeah.
Paulo Banchero. Same shit,
bro. I thought it was Banchero.
Yeah, it is Banchero.
Yeah, look at Miguel trying to say that. That's not how you pronounce his name.
Nah, it's Banchero. Yeah, exactly. He's Italian, so it's like I don't know. I don't want to. However you pronounce the same shit, but he's becoming the best. He's been the best player in the tournament, coming in clutch both games. Jeremy Roach making first team all tournament as well. Like, put some respect on that name, bro. Straight like that. They shooting the shit out the route.
That's cute. But
Playing
Brady's gonna
defense.
shoot the ball. He's gonna bully you. So we're gonna see what happens with Paulo. Paulo's not known
Mark
for his
Williams,
defense. We're
but
gonna see what his toughest matchup, an actual score is on him. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. That's a fact. You could agree with that.
I agree with you.
That's
I agree with you.
why-
This is it. He's not known for his defense, but yes or no, has he played good defense throughout the tournament?
No, he has. He has. He's a great player. He's been one of the best. He's another guy, top 3 best pilot players in the tournament this season. He's playing good. He is. I agree. But he's gonna have a tough matchup. He's gonna have to go on offense and defense. Crazy. So we're gonna see how that physicality hits. And remember, that boy be sweating a lot. So we're gonna see what happens.
That hasn't been a problem since the beginning of it. That hasn't been a problem since the season started. And either way, if that's the case,
he still sweats more than the average teammate or player on that court. I don't give a fuck.
If that's the case, he wouldn't have the energy to close out the last 2 games that he did. If that's the case, that's because you wouldn't be able to come up crunch time in both games.
That's fine,
Let's talk about it, Taha.
Hey.
Okay, that's fine, but he didn't have to play
about
defense.
this one if we get started.
He didn't have to play defense you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to play defense this game.
Hey, Nico, here's how I look at it. No matter what you say, Nico's not gonna fold, bro.
He's not. He's just gonna do anything he can to see my team lose. That's all he wants, bro. He just wants to see Duke lose. That's all. I don't know how you could root against Coach.
I do. I actually do.
How can you
root against Coach K?
No, you know why? I love seeing these big school that recruit crazy, all 5 stars, pretty much everybody on the starting lineups most of the time is 5 stars. You know what I'm saying?
Like this right here is the equivalent. This right here, Nico, is the equivalent of you watching Kobe Bryant's last game and hoping he gets hurt and ends with like 8 points.
Cap. And another thing, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker gasses them up, and he knows they were decent this season.
Exactly, but I agree with you. Throughout the season, I wasn't feeling this way about them.
They lost 5 games. They weren't ranked. They weren't you know what I'm saying. They didn't hold. They weren't ranked.
They were top 10 the whole season.
I said ranked. Hold the number 1 spot. You didn't even let me finish. Hold the number 1 spot like these other teams.
How could you hold that against them though? Because they didn't hold the number 1 spot. That doesn't even make sense. The team that was number 1 lost already.
You even said it. You just agreed with me. You guys even had holes.
I did before the season. Before the tournament started, I said the decent season makes no sense when you're top 10. They had a good season, but I thought they didn't show what they're showing right now in the tournament. They didn't.
Straight up.
And right now they're playing to the level of their talent. And you can't even lie, bro. Like they're playing to the level of their talent.
All right, they are. But now we're gonna see an offense against offense game, and this is probably the best offense I play all turn. You can also agree with that.
Texas Tech is.
They're a defensive team. Michigan State, decent team. The first game you guys played a 15 seed, blew them out off the waters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good game though. But
if this is an offense versus offense game, if they're trying to go bucket for bucket with Duke, then it's just you just signing up for an L. Straight like that. Oh, Duke's been a top 5 offense all season long. The defense, yes. The defense, they have not been good. They have not been great. But offensively, this team is top 5 field goal percentage, top 5 points per game, no matter what statistic you look at.
That shit cute. But you remember, it's not a 7-game series or 1-game elimination. But we kind of like
fine.
that.
That's fine.
We could disagree. North Carolina, y'all gonna see.
Right, we hit an hour already. We still got to get to the most improved.
Yeah, I just want to throw my top 10 in my big board. I just want to throw this out. I'm gonna continue going down with it. I'll probably do the next 10 on a different episode. But at the moment, there's gonna be some shockers on here. At the moment, Paolo Banchero is number 1 on the big board. He's shown the most out of the rest of the prospects come tournament time. Playmaking, everything defensively, he's gotten better. He's number 1 on my big board. Number 2,
Jabari Smith got knocked out early. Jaden Ivey. If anything, Jaden Ivey moved up. Chet.
He did move up. For all my shit, he moved up for me. Jabari Smith. This is as NBA prospects. This is my big board. Jabari Smith, shooter. We talked about him enough. I think he stays at number 2 for me. I had him number 1, but Paolo went above him just because the playmaking aspect Jabari Smith still needs to improve on that. I think Paulo's there with that. The shocker is number 3. I have Jaden Ivey over Chet Holmgren. I just think coming to the next level, Chet's weight is going to be a problem. Like we seen it in the tournament. We see it throughout the season. He could get into foul trouble because he's not stronger than these guys, so he has no choice but to foul. Exactly. He has great timing on blocks. Don't get me wrong with that, but he's just not. He just doesn't have enough bulk. And I've heard this going around a lot. They think that he should go back for another year just to put on more muscle before he goes to the NBA. I think that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I think it's a good, even though he could still go number 1.
No, bro. Draft. He could always put on that weight in the NBA.
He could.
But Tyler, look.
Joel Embiid did.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
But Joel Embiid sat out 3 years before he put on that weight. Like, let's also think about that.
That is true, because that is true. That is true. He was going through that injury, that disease, whatever it was, whatever you could call it.
No, he had an injury, then he had another injury right after that. Yeah, the foot injury.
He had like a bone problem. He had like a bone structure problem because of how skinny he was.
I didn't know about that, but okay.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
What I seen.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just didn't hear about that. Yeah, because he had injuries back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I even said it when I seen the first Duke game. I knew Chet.
If you're projected to go top 5, you are stupid if you go back. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are.
I think if you're projected to go in the first round, you might as well come back. Honestly,
I think I disagree. The reason why, because now you get paid, even a sponsorship. With him being Gonzaga and all that, being another guy just playing another year, he got paid decent good amount, at least 900. He was making.
Doesn't matter how much money.
I don't know. 900 sounds like a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yo, it doesn't matter how much money he's making in college. If he's a top 5 lock, then he's going to be making double, triple the amount.
He's not ready for the NBA. He's not ready for the NBA, and the people know that. Everybody knows. Scouts know that.
Look at the projections, bro.
Yeah, but that's just, you know what I'm saying, picking him up now and then trying to develop him up. But we all know that's them taking a risk. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if he slips in the fucking draft. I really don't.
Yeah, Nico's never been a fan of him as a prospect, even before the season. He just never was a fan of Chet. And like no, go ahead.
I seen a tweet that of somebody. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's kind of a hot take. Somebody on Twitter. I was on a DEEP3 page, just on the Twitter because I like the pages that you followed on that page.
Yeah, I follow a lot of like real NBA heads on there. No cap.
Yeah, so I seen somebody call Chet a glorified bull. What y'all think about that?
Close enough.
Miguel,
look at his face. He's stuck.
He's thinking.
Close enough.
Nah, that's disrespectful to Chet. Nah, he's way more skilled than Bull is. Like, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack, bro. That is bad disrespectful to Chet, bro.
He is good. He's a time-wise. It's just his weight problem, man.
That is disrespectful.
Nah, I was just gassing. He's a great talent. He has a great talent. He can shoot. He's a nice touch around the rim, shot blocker. He just can't. His weight is a problem. Physicality is a problem. Is gonna matter in the NBA.
I think so too, and I don't think he's elusive enough to guard on the perimeter to play the 4. Like it's even like I think he has certain aspects of his game where he's better than the top 2 in those. Like I think
he has a stiff back.
Yeah, I think he's a better shot blocker. Obviously, I think he's a better playmaker. Well, a passer, like threading the needle, making difficult passes. I think he's better at that than both Paulo and Jabari. But when I look at Jaden Ivey, I just think he brings more value at the next level with his ability to just score the ball and get downhill. I think he's gonna be at least a decent defender at the next level. I actually have a comp. What was the comp I put down for him? Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was the guy that really comes to my mind.
For Jaden Ivey.
For Jaden Ivey. That's the comp.
I do too.
That's the comp. It's athletic, quick first step.
Have you seen him live?
Yeah.
Like, you could just see it on live. Like everything, it looks like he just watches straight Donovan Mitchell. The way he catches the ball, he stays low on his knees on offense, and he's just great. Yes, he has the energy, athletic, nice around the rim. He has a great touch. Like his acceleration is good. He actually has a great playmaking, if anything.
Yeah, I think that's an underrated aspect of his game. Is his playmaking.
Yeah.
And then you look at the NBA level, like he played with no spacing on Purdue. Like they played with 2 big men that were back to the basket. We're gonna put them in the post, and we're gonna let them go to work. Trayvion Williams, one of the best 6-mans of the year in college basketball this season. But he was a true power forward. You give him the ball, and he put him. give him the ball in the post. He's putting the guy underneath the basket. And the same thing with Zach Edey. He didn't play with no athleticism. He didn't play with much shooters. He played with stiff big men. Like I think next level, he's gonna guy that's gonna translate the most just because of that. His athleticism is ready. And number 5, I have AJ Griffin. He's a guy that's climbed the charts the whole season long. Game by game, he's gotten better and better. Especially in the tournament, he's not just take a lot of shots, but he has a sneaky quick first step. He has a nice a nice jumper. He shot about 40. I think he led the country in 3-point percentage this season. Was taking multiple attempts a game. I think he's going to be a great defender in the NBA. Great size, great strength, sneaky athlete. I like him as well. And number 5. Number 6, this is Nico's favorite guy in his draft. I think so.
He is my favorite guy, and he fell off though because of what happened with Iowa. But he had a great season.
I wouldn't even put it against him. He did what he had to do. It's tough when you get in tournaments in one game. It's hard to hold one game as a sample size. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in one game.
But this is the next Giannis right here.
That's bold. That's bold. But I honestly think
Giannis. I'm telling you, that's the next Giannis. I've been saying it all season.
That's a big comp. That's a big comp.
He just plays like him, literally plays like him. He's tall. He just put on weight. He has the same body type, everything.
Hey,
quick
that's another person too, though, that you can use in that Chet argument because Giannis, he had no weight on him and he didn't miss no time either.
Nah, but he's not that small. Though.
He's not as athletic as Giannis.
He's bigger than Giannis. He's way bigger than Giannis than when he came in.
Giannis was
he's just if he adds the weight, if he could.
Yeah, Giannis was small when he came in, but he was also like a small forward. Now he's like a center.
He's like 6'7". What is he?
Who? Keegan Murray?
When Giannis came in, he was like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, Keegan Murray's about. I think he's 6'9" or 6'8". Yeah, 6'8", 215. But yeah, my comp for him though, I think he plays a lot like John Collins. Like he's gonna be a great pick and roll partner in the NBA at the next level.
That's a comparison that I could see.
Like, cause I think he's gonna be a better shooter. Like he's an improving shooter. And I would say that he's not like just gonna get him shoot 8 shots a game, 8 threes a game. But he's not bad at it. He's athletic. He could put the ball on the floor for his size as well. He can attack a mismatch. I like him a lot coming into the NBA next level.
I don't know. That comparison is just, I don't know. Like, I get you, but like, he just can't dribble like Keegan Murray dribbles.
Nah, I don't know. I think you might be gassing Keegan Murray's ball handle.
He can actually score.
Is that the same one that I had? Except I didn't even put one for him. Yeah, I started running comps down for everybody. I forgot about him. But yeah, I think
I'm really
Giannis would be like a super upside. Like that would be like, if you could say that's a ceiling, which is be like having no ceiling. But I think minimum, he's gonna be like a John Collins type, where he's gonna be setting a lot of screens, catching a lot of lobs. Maybe you put him in the post every now and then. He's just gonna be a great pick and roll guy. Shaden Sharp at number 7.
If he's John Collins at his worst, that's still really good.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a better defender than John Collins is when he gets to the NBA.
Yeah, because John Collins is like a 16-10 type of guy.
So yeah, exactly.
I'm a big fan of John Collins. Miguel's really not that.
I'm not super high on John Collins, but I respect him. He's a solid player, especially what he did with that when they went to the conference finals. Like he played great.
He's a modern day Josh Smith to me.
Oh, I never even thought about that. That's honestly, that's
way better.
He's literally the same player. You look at their stats, you look at their playing
athletic. He's way more.
No, Nico,
Josh
you have to go back. No,
you gonna have to. Yeah, you gonna have to look at the tape.
I'm about to say when we get to our list, I'm gonna put Josh Smith highlights in the background. Josh Smith was a freak athlete, bro. Come on, chill.
Oh my god, bro! Prime Josh Smith.
I might fuck around. I don't know. I might be thinking about
when Josh Smith when he used to wear the power web arm sleeves,
he played for the Rockets.
But Nico started watching NBA in the back end of Josh Smith's career.
I did.
Like when he went to the Pistons.
Josh Smith.
Yeah, like when he went to the Pistons, when he went to the Rockets, that's when Nico started watching him.
Yeah, no cap, bro. The Pistons is really a graveyard for these forwards. Because you look at it, Josh Smith goes to Detroit, we ain't hear from him. Blake Griffin goes to Detroit, we ain't hear from him. Like
Reggie Jackson.
Huh?
Reggie Jackson too.
Word, Reggie Jackson, Reggie Jackson was literally just in a stalemate over there in Detroit, and then he went to LA and got a little bit better. Same thing with Derrick Rose.
Yo, speaking of Detroit, though, they should have kept Bruce Brown. Honestly, he would have fit good next to Cade. Honestly, he would have. It would have been a good place for him because he's so young still, too.
They basically traded him for a second-round pick because they don't even have Musa anymore.
Yeah, that's who it was. Not Kurucs, right? It was Musa.
Kurucs got traded in the Harden trade.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still on Houston or not, though, but I know Musa's out the league.
Yeah. Oh, at number 7, this is a guy he's tough to scout because he played 0 games in college. He was a commit to Kentucky, so he wasn't age eligible. But come draft age is going to be 19 years old. So he's going to be the youngest player in the draft coming up. He was a guy in high school that they say freak athlete, could put the ball on the floor, just a great overall scorer. I haven't done too much, but what I have read and what I have seen of him, Shaedon Sharpe. It's enough for me to put him in the top 10. Especially because of draft age, like you getting drafted at 19 years old, and like there's just so much that you could become at the next level. Number 8, Benedict Matheran, great scorer for Arizona. I like him a lot. I think he's one of the sleepers in this draft as a guy that could turn out to be the best player in this whole draft class, in my opinion. I like him a lot coming out of this one. Number 9, Jalen Duran. The comp I came up with. I like him. Robert Williams is the comp for me. Time Lord out of the Boston Celtics. I think that with the playmaking, the underrated passing, which they both have, they're both underrated passers, and the defensive protecting the rim. He's just a grown man playing at the college level right now. I could definitely translate to NBA.
Yeah, I fuck with Jalen Duran.
The number 10, Johnny Davis. I think that he's going to be able to translate to the next level as well. I liked him a lot.
He's all right. I fuck with him, and then I feel like he's a little overhyped, but he's all right.
I compared him to Jamal Murray. As a guy that gets a lot of mid-range shots, he's an athlete who can defend on both sides of the. He can defend the rock. Yeah, I feel like that's a decent comp for him.
You put Chet Holmgren as Porzingis? Oh, you drunk for that?
They were the same player coming out. As a prospect, they're very similar players.
You think so?
Porzingis,
I didn't watch. I'm gonna be honest. The thing is, because I didn't watch Porzingis even when he got drafted. So
yeah, he was very.
I watched a lot of rookie Porzingis. I think they're similar.
So you wasn't gassed. You wasn't surprised when he went that early.
Porzingis?
Yeah.
For me, like especially at that time when I'm looking at drafts and I see a guy from overseas that's 7'4" get drafted, I'm like, oh, he's the next Dirk. So that's like, it isn't really surprising when I see these overseas guys get drafted so high.
We watched that one together. I don't know if Nico did, but me and you was watching that one together.
In the party, and then we used to play the game and watch the shits live.
Yeah,
but not I like. I'm gonna give one to almost everybody. I'm gonna try to, but yeah, that's one Porzingis. That's because it's really hard to compare Chet to somebody. Like if you really were, it would be like 170-pound Miles Turner. That's really who he plays like. Honestly, if Miles Turner was built like Brandon Ingram, that's really who he plays like. But that's a tough one. For Jabari Smith, they had like a more polished Jaren Jackson Jr. I feel like that's a solid one. Nico, what did you think about that?
I literally was just looking at it. That's crazy that you brought it up. I was like, damn, yeah, I could agree. Maybe defense, you know what I'm saying? But we got to see because Jaren Jackson now is playing the center role, and you know what I'm saying? His numbers offensively haven't been as great as last season. That's
what I'm saying, like a more polished version. I mean, he has a better handle. He has a smoother jump shot than Jaren Jackson.
He's the guy that plays the 4. Word up. He's that Jaren Jackson that played the 4. Nah, for fact. For real, that's a good comp.
Yeah, I had that one. Then I had for Paolo, I had a taller
he is a better shooter. I think he's a better shooter, like scoring wise. Like for real.
We'll see, because Jaren Jackson Jr. is a good shooter. This season he's been shooting the ball. He hasn't been efficient, but first he's known as a good shooter for a big man.
Jabari shoots everything contested though.
Yeah, his shot selection is crazy. Like
it's like he has so much confidence in himself. So these tough mid range, it's like the mid range is automatic. Like he reminds me of DeMar DeRozan, if you like away, because how good he rises up. He's good at.
Yo, that is not a bad.
That's Cam Thomas energy right there.
Now for a lot of these, that's what a lot of these players like. When you look at like plus and minuses, like stuff they need to work on, almost all of them are shot selection. But when you're in college, you're just in a free flowing system like that. Like your shot selection is gonna be bad. Especially a guy like Shaedon Sharpe, like right. So he didn't go to college. He wasn't eligible to play. So one of his biggest like deficits are shot selection. But when you're in college, all of them are taking crazy shots. You get what I'm saying? Like you're the man in your high school. Like everybody of them are taking bad shots. The only one who probably is shot selection isn't a problem is AJ Griffin. But he just doesn't attempt enough shots. That's really his main problem.
He's a corner. He's just he takes his shots when, you know what I'm saying, he has to.
He has a lot of catch and shoot threes. Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna be a great role player in the NBA. That's how I see it. Like a Jay Crowder. He could be a better Jay Crowder.
I think that's his floor is like he has a high floor. Out of most of these guys at the top, he has one of the highest floors out of everybody. I would say him and like Keegan Murray have like the two highest floors out of my top 10. That closes it out. I don't really have nobody else. I'm gonna do a 10 more. I'll probably give it in like 2 weeks. Maybe after the tournament's done, I'll give my next 10. But we could go on to we gotta give our most improved teams. This is an idea that I thought about. I got the idea from Zach Lowe. You know, he did it differently, but we're gonna do a spin of it. We're gonna do our top 10 most improved players of the year. First team, second team, most improved players of the year.
Second team. Yeah.
Sorry, we were trying to type and talk at the same time.
Word.
But
all right, so
let's get started. Do you guys want to start off with anybody that you left on the cutting room floor? Some honorable mentions. You guys want to start with that, or you want to end with that?
Oh, see,
I think we should end with it.
But
I think we should end it because I think we should end with it, low key. Because then we, you know what I'm saying, surprise everybody. We want to surprise somebody like, oh, you left him out, and then, you know what I'm saying. But I think it's going to be the shocker. So you actually
we can end with it. We can end with it. So let's start off with our first teams. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna have a very different team, but I think you guys are gonna agree with it. I think y'all should. But obviously, Ja Morant, I think all you guys have him as first team.
Yep.
That's automatic.
But
this is the one that might catch you off guard. This one, I'm sorry. I know you guys are a big Garland fan, but I put DeJounte Murray over him. What he's been doing, I have to. And he's been averaging 25 points. Like I have his stats right here. He's been averaging 25.3 points per game, 8.9 assists, 8.3 rebounds, and 2.1 steals on since the All-Star break. And he's a guy that averaging right now like 21 points, 8 rebounds and like 8 assists and 7 rebounds, something like that. Like he's been playing great, so I put him over Darius Garland.
Hold on, Nico. Hold on. I want to go. Everybody say their guards because I think we all had Ja Morant first team, right?
Yep.
Tal, who was your second
so you want to
guard?
do like that?
Yeah. Tal, who was your second guard?
My second.
Wait. Are you guys surprised?
No, I'm not surprised you put DeJounte Murray. Maybe that you put him on your first team. He's on. I'm just gonna say that I'm not surprised that you had him on your first team. But when I say my guy, then we could debate that. But go ahead, Ty. Who did you have?
I said Darius Garland as my other guard.
I had Darius Garland too. So for me, I just think Darius Garland's a better player than DeJounte Murray is. Me personally, I think he's a. You think DeJounte Murray's better than Darius Garland?
Well, we're talking about most improved all
I understand
season.
that. I can understand that.
The Cavaliers are fucking in the play-in tournament. In the play-in, they haven't been good ever since All-Star break. They haven't. They're
better than the Spurs.
Been good. They are, but he's been balling out. The Spurs are just suck compared to him. His team, what he's been doing all season, Darius Garland's not putting the numbers in, and defensively, he's not doing what DeJounte Murray's
defensively,
doing.
yes,
Straight up, he's not.
I can understand defensively, yes, but
he averages 48, 35, and 84 as a split. You know what I'm saying?
Can't compare the two.
You know what I'm talking about? Like 40, 50, 90.
I'm sorry. You can't compare the two, bro. These dudes, Cleveland, they're 11 games over 500, and San Antonio's like 12 games below.
Yeah, but he's missed a lot of games too. He missed a lot of games, and he hasn't. The Cavs haven't been the same after the All-Star break. And
but you look at the impact he has when he doesn't play in. Look at the impact when he's not
way
playing.
Better numbers than Darius Garland, though, and he's on the other end. He's an elite defender. We could all say that.
Okay, I understand that. Oh my god, but I understand that.
And look at it like this too. Darius Garland is putting up all-star numbers with a crazy team around him, whereas this dude, DeJounte Murray, is putting up a great number with nobody around him, and he's losing.
He has way more talent. Garland has way more talent.
Yeah, like we're not gonna argue. I'm not really putting team overall.
I'm not saying Garland is a bad player. He made my second team. He's a great player. He's been balling out. But if you're going based on bro, just look at the stats, his numbers, what he's been doing on the court off, bro, DeJounte Murray, you're kind of disrespecting him.
I'm not disrespecting him though. I'm not disrespecting him.
I take it as disrespect.
How about this? I see it as one guy went from. How about this? I think the leap that Darius Garland had from last year to this year is bigger than the leap that DeJounte Murray had from last year to this year. I think Darius Garland went to a guy that wasn't even considered in an all-star caliber player. None of that. They both turned into all-stars this year, but I think Darius Garland made a case for an all-NBA this year. DeJounte Murray did not do that. Straight like that.
DeJounte Murray was averaging 16, 8 last season too.
DeJounte Murray last year, DeJounte Murray averaged 16, 7, and 5, and a half a steal.
And look at his but look at 21, 8 rebounds and 9 assists, shooting 45%.
Scroll down, Miguel.
He's not even bro. He's been balling, and then you gotta also talk about how he's an elite defender. That's why you got. I just feel like Darius Garland is gonna be a better overall player, and he's been showing it. And that's the reason why I have him up there. I'm going based off overall everything.
We're not saying it's a crazy take for you to put.
I personally, like I said, I really sound like you make me sound like a DeJounte Murray hater, bro. It's just because Nico rates him so high, bro. No cap. He thinks mad highly of DeJounte Murray. But last episode we had the same argument, but it was De'Aaron Fox and DeJounte Murray. But we had the same argument, but I was just like, I just prefer the other guy more than DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, look.
Is it though? Is it really disrespectful if I have him on my second team? I don't know. Me personally,
I don't know. I don't think it's disrespectful.
It was Shea versus DeJounte Murray when we had the argument, right? Last episode.
No, it was De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, it was De'Aaron Fox. It was. You was right.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray's having a great season.
He's been balling out.
We know that. I wouldn't be surprised if you pull out a DeJounte Murray jersey next time we record.
Oh man,
he's going for the throwback one. He's going with the pink and blue jerseys.
Give
us your forwards for your first team.
So I think we all got the same no cap. This one, or we should. Desmond Bane and Miles Bridges, they've been balling out. That's not even the question.
Sure. I think I have those same guys as well.
They've been just balling out.
I have a feeling you have somebody different.
Who'd you say, Nico?
I got Desmond Bane and Miles Bridges.
I got Miles Bridges on my first team.
And who's your other guy that you have there?
Who's the other one? I want to hear this one.
I put OG Anunoby.
It's wild.
Nah, he honestly didn't even make my list.
Nah,
I think OG Anunoby.
I think OG.
It's
a little wild. It's a little wild with the first team, but second team, I would have respected because he was one of my candidates for my my second team. But he's an honorable
mention.
Honorable guy to remember. He was one of those guys.
Nah, bro. He took a leap. He took a leap in production. He took a leap in points, rebounds, assists. He just everywhere on the board. So that's why I feel like I should have put him on. I should put him on my first team.
For sure, I'm very high on him. I like no cap. But I think
I feel like he improved more impact wise. He's a lot more important to his team this year than he was last year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not crazy, but I don't know. I really like it. I looked at him too, but it just didn't come to my mind to have him on the team.
Yeah, no. First team is a little wild. I think that Desmond Bane, just what he's doing number wise.
I don't know how you have him over Desmond Bane.
I don't know. Like that one, I don't know.
Bro.
But second team,
I took more than just the stats in there because I just feel like OG is a lot more important to his team this year than he was last year. I look at it like that.
But he is. I told Miguel the same thing. OG's been balling out this season.
Yeah.
But the only reason why he also didn't make my list is because he only has 48 games. He has back problem.
Oh, that's
too.
actually true.
But
That's
he,
actually true.
but he was balling out right before that. Like I was telling, he's probably gonna be the next quad for the Raptors, and he's been showing great offense.
Yo,
like
Nico,
just
please,
shooting.
please stop throwing the Kawhi tag around everywhere.
You do
bro.
throw it
Stop
around.
doing that.
That's like
shit,
the second
bro.
time this episode
been,
we said that.
who
doing that
else
shit.
was doing it? Who else I do
You
it to?
You
just
just
called
named one of the college
somebody else.
players.
You just said somebody else is gonna be like the next
That's
Kawhi.
OG's comp. Isn't that his comp? And he's been balling. He's been playing like his defense. He's an elite defender, and he's been scoring the ball.
I agree with that one. OG is, but this is the second time you compare somebody to Kawhi Leonard on this podcast. And Kawhi's a top 75 player of all
Second
time, bro.
time. Like you was talking about, like I just throw the name. I barely even throw the name. That's kind. I threw it to the college guy and this guy. That's probably the only two times I ever thrown it.
And who was the college player you just called that to? Who was it?
It was the I forgot who it was, but it was one that he was all over the board.
The one from St. Peter's. That shit was crazy, bro. No,
you're gonna see. Watch.
You see the Defo might not even make the NBA, bro. If you throw the Kawhi term on him, is crazy, bro.
He's gonna get picked up. He's gonna get picked up after that performance.
I hope so.
And he might be he's a senior?
Yeah, he's a senior. He has to go into the draft next year.
He got great height. I don't know. He might get picked up. I hope so. But we'll see.
But nah, Ty, you're drunk having OG over Desmond Bane, where Desmond Bane, I think he doubled his points per game. He's on a better team than he is. He's more efficient. He has a higher scoring per game than he does. Like I'm pretty sure he's played more games than he has.
I had originally put Desmond Bane as a guard, but then you guys said in the chat like he's technically not a guard.
Yeah,
so
I get you. If you have him as a guard, then that's different. But just having him over him just didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like you look at the year he's having, bro, like 4 30-point games. It's probably more than OG has this season. No, okay, who do you think has more 30-point games?
OG averaged 17.
I'm looking at more so like
OG has 1, Desmond Bane has 4. That 30-point games doesn't really matter, but still.
Yeah, I'm looking more so at like the impact that they're having compared to the year before. I think any importance.
I would argue that still goes to Desmond Bane, honestly. Like if you look at the difference between the last 2 years for the Grizzlies being a playing team last year and being the second best team in the NBA this year, second seed overall, like the second best record in the NBA, is because of the guy we have first team, John Moran, with the leap he's taken, and 2 is Desmond Bane's leap has been like crazy this season. Like he's literally a completely different player than he was last year. Like he's creating his own shot. He's getting downhill. He's been a menace in the fast break this season as well. Like he's having a great season. And that one I disagree on. But centers, who did you guys go with first team?
Another Grizzly.
You didn't make my. Oh, we gonna all have somebody different. Okay.
Wait, you guys didn't go with Jared Allen?
He didn't make. He's not mine.
Nah, because Jared Allen. Jared Allen was wilding last year too. Nico.
He made my second team.
The only difference is, Jared Allen. The only reason why is because people didn't really see how good he was doing last year because he got traded midseason.
Nah, his stats are way better this year than they were last year.
They are. I'm not saying they're not.
And he's a better offensive player.
When I got DeAndre,
I feel like y'all gonna be surprised at who I got at the second.
I would be surprised. I'm really surprised. We're talking about most improved. Jared Allen's been so good out of all like the most improved centers. And then you look at the rest of the centers like Gobert and Embiid, you know what I'm saying, and Bam. Those are the same guys. I don't know if most improved Bam. Maybe.
Hell no. That's what I have.
I'm surprised. I want to hear them. I have Jared Allen. I want to hear.
I have Time Lord. I have Robert Williams as my center, most improved player.
Oh my God! No way.
As my starting center.
That's tough.
Like, I got Triple J.
Jared Jackson Jr. You can't.
Yeah. I agree with that, Miguel.
He came to my mind, Jared Jackson Jr. But like, if you're just looking off of raw numbers, this is his worst season since his second year in the league. Like numbers wise, impact wise, defensively, he's at a whole different level than he was ever.
Yeah, the numbers.
And like I said, I'm looking at
the numbers don't matter though. But nah, I had all three of those guys. I agree. I have all three of those guys. Like I thought you guys were gonna name somebody else, but I agree. I had all those guys. Like Tajas was mentionable, but obviously Robert Williams made my second team.
Yeah, I had to go Robert Williams just off of like the impact he's having on the Celtics this year. Like at this moment, they're tied for
And his
first in the
numbers.
Eastern Conference. Yeah.
And he tore his meniscus last night.
Yeah, shout out to him though, bro. Speedy recovery.
That sucks.
But he's just gotten so much better as like just not fouling. Like I think this season he averages 30 minutes per game, and his whole career he's only played over 30 minutes like once or twice for his whole career. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta just make sure I'm not.
He has 4 seasons there, and he has I think his most before last season. Well, his last season was 19, his most minutes, but he has played there 4 seasons with the Celtics, and his numbers went up double, I think, compared to last season, if I'm not mistaken. When I looked at it.
Yeah, so he has one game where he's played 30 minutes in his career, and then this season he's averaging 30 minutes per game. Like that just shows the impact that he's having. The way that his minutes is 29.6. He's not fouling as much as he was before. Yeah, he's just been great.
And he's an alley-oop threat.
Yeah.
Great shot blocker. He could guard 1 through 5. He could guard out the perimeter. It's not a problem for him to switch his feet on defense. I mean, and playmaking wise, underrated. You even said it like before, one of the most underrated big man's playmaking. Like he's such a great playmaker off the post. He's so good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him too. I've been a big fan of him for a while.
For sure.
I've been following him since his first game.
No, he's lying. He didn't even know they called him Time Lord. None of y'all knew that.
I didn't know that.
Look, Time
You
Lord.
be knowing all these nicknames. I
listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
By the original name, the government name.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, bro. When I first heard them call him Time Lord, I'm like, yo, why the fuck do they call him that? I still don't know why. Oh no, I learned it. They said they called him Time Lord because he was always late to practice. That's why they called him Time Lord. I listened to a Marcus Smart interview and he said it, but that's why they called him Time Lord. I think he was late to a practice or he was late to the flight leaving or something. But nah, for a fact, yeah, I don't know. That's a fun nickname. I know everybody's nickname. No cap. Desmond Maine. But we can move on to the second team.
Yeah, what's your backcourt looking like?
All right, so I had DeJounte Murray on my second team.
Yep.
And I had Jordan Poole as the other guard for my second team.
Ooh, tough. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little biased on this one. I slept on Jordan Poole. I didn't even look at his numbers. I did sleep on him, so I'll say that just off the start. Do you want? I'll go then, Taha. I got Garland and Maxey. Maxey tripled his numbers. Like I had
he tripled his numbers.
Like he averaged like 6.
He averaged 8 points last year.
I'm about to say he doubled his points. Okay, yeah. I thought he averaged more than this. He was on my honorable mentions list for a fact.
Yeah. Maxey and this dude is on my honorable mentions. I got DeJounte Murray and I got Tyler Hero as my 2.
Yeah, Tyler Hero's a good pick too.
I put Jordan Poole and
I
Maxey as my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I had like Tyler Hero. It was between him and Jordan Poole for me, honestly. But like I tried to put the bias aside. Jordan Poole's leap from last year to this year is bigger than Tyler Hero's leap from last year to this year, I think.
That's fair.
Because I think Tyler's been a good player since he came into the NBA. Jordan Poole was literally unplayable his rookie year. And then last year he was playing on a bad Warriors team. So he's just getting a lot of shots up. And now now he's contributing.
He's putting up all-star numbers right now.
Jordan Poole?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's been playing good.
Yeah, his last 15 games, he's been playing great.
I'm about to read y'all the stats from his last 5 games. So against San Antonio, 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
There's an easier way you could do this, bro. Go on StatMuse. Type in Jordan Poole last 10 games.
Last 10 games, yeah, and that shit. I'd be using that shit.
It pulls up his averages. Look, 25, 5, and 4 his last 10 games.
That's wild.
And then it shows the box score from each of the games too.
Check out his last 5.
Last 5 is probably gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
And last 10 games, though, 25?
Last 5
He's
games,
been-
he's at 20, pretty much 27,
27,
6
6,
assists,
and
4
4.
rebounds.
That's insane.
What's the record in those games? Oh, they don't even have the wins or losses.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Oh, never mind. It doesn't say it here either.
Nah, yeah, he's taking a leap this season for sure. I'm about to just search it up myself. Warriors.
But yeah, so who you guys got at your forwards on the second team?
I have
So, you want to
Nako. You go first.
Damn.
one of these guys, I think both you guys definitely, you guys don't have him on the list. One guy that might surprise you is another Spurs guys. It's
Hey,
another Spurs.
I think I got the
And
same
Keldon
one.
Johnson.
Yep.
He hasn't
Let's
played
go
enough
to-
games for me, right? Hasn't he missed a lot of games?
Yo,
What? He
I
has
got
like
three.
60
I got
games.
3 Spurs. I got
I'm
3
wildin', I'm
Spurs
wildin'.
and 3 Grizzlies.
He has 60. Yeah, he has 68. I thought he has 68. Yeah, I thought he had 63.
That's somebody that's stuff that I really did not even think about him.
He's been shooting so efficient. His numbers. He averaged 12.5 last season.
Yeah.
Now he's averaging
Big leap,
16.5.
in my opinion.
He's been playing good. He had a great. I also took his Olympics. I had
Wait,
to.
go back.
Like
Go back.
just Olympics going based off what happened going based off that summer too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that summer before, and then he just had a big leap in his game. All his numbers, you know what I'm saying? He's been playing good. So I put him up there. I had to. I'm surprised you even I thought none of you guys were gonna actually like think about having him, but I'm
didn't
another
even think
Keldon
about
Johnson.
Yeah, and I got him and Desmond Bain as my 2 forwards for the second team.
See, I respect
Oh, yeah,
the
'cause you
Keldon
did-
Johnson
yeah, you
pick.
did.
I
Yeah.
respect the Keldon Johnson pick, but I just thought that his stats were so like last year. I feel like he played really good with the
He did,
DeMar
yeah.
DeRozan roster that they had. I feel like he played great with them last year.
He played
Honestly, wasn't
very
even thinking about
similar.
that.
He played very similar this year,
He
but
had
the
just a
only
bigger
difference
usage
is
and shit.
scoring load because DeRozan's not there no more.
Yeah, so he had
Yeah,
more
exact-
shot attempts. He
Just
had
move the
bigger.
ball handler. Yeah,
That's why I got him on the
exactly.
second team rather than the first.
Yo, what would you guys say his comp is moving forward?
Keldon Johnson?
Keldon
Yeah.
Johnson?
Ooh,
Tough.
that is tough.
I don't know. I would probably say a way better IQ player than Tobias Harris, like a Tobias Harris. I don't know. He could score. He's the same height as him. He's nothing crazy. He's not that quick. You know what I'm saying? He's just big, and he's a great shooter, corner shooter. He's probably a better shooter than Tobias Harris. I don't know. That's what comes to my mind. I really don't.
I really that was
Jared
like I
Jackson.
don't see that one.
What, Tobias Harris?
Yeah, I don't see that one. It's a hard comp, honestly. Like
Yeah,
it's
who if not Tobias Harris, then who? You know?
like, I'm really trying to think. Are you thinking body size? He's about what 6'5", 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
He's a decent shooter. He's
I'm
shooting a high
surprised he won't take
percentage.
Kawhi.
Nah, that would be crazy, bro. If he said Kawhi, I'm like, nah, for real. But I don't know. I'm gonna get back
That's
to it.
stretching it.
Let me sit on this one. By the time we're done with this list, I'm gonna have a comp for you. Let me sit on that one.
All right.
But
all
nah,
right,
I low key went biased as fuck. With
I
my
mean,
forwards.
is calling him a poor man Sean Kemp crazy?
I feel like that. I think you guys are comparing him to a big man, and I don't think he's a big man.
Sean Kemp was like 6'7" though.
But Sean Kemp also was a power forward.
True.
Keldon Johnson's like what? What's his size?
6'5".
Damn, he's 6'5".
He's a
He
small
has-
forward.
He's big as hell though, bro. His arm length, like his vertical.
Word.
He's
Dude is 220. He's 6'5".
for 6'5". He was like the main rebounder for the Olympics team for the U.S. this season. Other
Yeah,
than Ben, he looks bigger than 6'5". I ain't gonna lie to you.
he
Like,
do.
I thought he was 6'7", no cap.
hmm But anyways,
But I didn't
why
even
don't
see
we
my
go-
second. I didn't even see my second winger. My
Oh,
second
yeah, go
forward.
ahead.
That'll be Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you guys don't have him, but I put him up there because his numbers are, you know what I'm saying? His numbers did go up a little, nothing crazy. But the Timberwolves been playing fucking good. And they're right there from actually playing the playoffs. I think they're already in the playoffs. I think they're 6th. Denver lost a couple games and they've been on the streak.
Hey,
I'm
you
not.
You want me to tell you why I didn't put Anthony Edwards on mine?
You did too?
No, I said you want me to tell you why I didn't put him on mine?
Why?
Because last year, like the only difference, in my opinion, because he's still from last year. He's still top 3 scoring options for them, just like he was last year. The only difference is that the Timberwolves are actually winning games now. But if you look at his stats, he didn't improve crazy. Like, it's not like I don't think his
little bit.
Like, he hasn't taken that big leap yet, which everyone expects him to take. I feel like next year he's gonna take that big leap. This one was really just like a step in the right direction to me.
For sure, but I also think like his leadership's been there. It's been better. His team is right there. I'm looking at the standings now. They're not in the playoffs. They're in the play-in, but 6-7. But it's literally like half a game, like it's
Right.
nothing. There's 9 games left. They've been playing good on the street. They just lost against Celtics, but I mean, he's been playing good leadership. He's been better on defense. I mean, I don't know. His numbers did go up barely, like you said. I even said it, like barely. It didn't go up barely, probably like a point. But I don't know. He's been better. I had to put him up there as like one of the most improved, just because it's what his team is doing. He has taken a bigger role, and now he has D'Lo on the team too. So and for him still averaging 20 something with D'Lo, you know what I'm saying, on the lineup.
He had D'Lo last year though.
But he played the last 10, 15 games.
Now, honestly, he came to my mind at first, but then you look at his stats, and he went up 1 or 2 points, and he was good last year, so I couldn't put him on this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I got the comp though.
D'Lo was on the team that whole year.
What they're doing, that's why I put him up there. That's why I'm gonna say why.
You heard Nico? D'Lo was on the Timberwolves that whole year.
No, he was injured. He missed the first. He
was injured. Yeah, I thought you meant he wasn't on the Timberwolves. Like, he wasn't on the team.
No. I meant like injured. Like, he didn't play the last 20 games.
Yeah,
15, 20 games. So for him to still average that, I mean, and for them to be better, that's why I put him up there. Obviously, like I said, he you know, I was being a little biased with him, probably a little bit.
I'm more interested to see who you guys put at the center.
I was mad close from putting Jared Vanderbilt, and then I looked at his stats.
Yeah, me
like, all
too,
right,
but he feels like he's having way better than he was last year. But I got the comp for Wendell for Kendall Keldon Johnson.
Who you got?
So the first thing that really came to my mind was like a Memphis Grizzlies Rudy Gay, a shorter version. That came in my mind. And then it was a Raptors DeMar DeRozan, really came to my mind as well. Just off of being the big body, finesse game, good rebounder, good shooter as well. Yo, CJ was another one. It's CJ McCollum is a decent comp too, especially size wise. He's just way stronger than CJ McCollum is. They definitely both.
Kings Tyreek Evans.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
You think so?
Sacramento Kings Tyreek Evans was a monster, bro.
His rookie year, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about career wise.
No, career wise.
Yeah, you're right. I'm talking about like when you said Tyreek Evans, I'm like, if you're saying he's gonna have a career like Tyreek Evans, I mean, you think my boy about to
No. I mean Tyreek, like he's playing like how Tyreek goes.
Yeah, I feel you. And then another one was Jimmy Butler on the Bulls. He really reminds me of him because they both played bully ball.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler was a good shooter in the Bulls.
Yeah, he was. So those are the ones I had. But now I thought you guys are gonna make fun of me. I thought you guys are gonna make fun of me for my forwards. So my first one, I have Wendell Carter Jr. I think
it's all right. He's
okay.
better. You know, he has better. No, it's not even bad. Like I was looking at the most improved. He has way better numbers than Robert Williams.
Yeah, I just feel like he's just a way better player than he was with the Bulls.
Yeah, but it's just like it's a different role. It's a different way more role. It's like the Magic. You know what I'm saying? They're tough. They don't have a lot of options. I mean, obviously Cole Anthony and stuff, but other than big man when they go to the post, I mean, Wendell Carter getting an offensive rebound. He's been a great rebounder.
He's been a great rebounder. I think he's been a great defender this season as well.
Yeah, and that too.
I like Wendell Carter Jr.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but.
And then my next forward.
There wasn't that many either, so it wasn't really low. It was really barely.
My next forward, though, Nico, cover your ears for this one. RJ Barrett is the next forward I have on my list. I think
that's not a bad one. I didn't even think about him.
I think he took a leap this season than he did last season.
I get it, but still not the best Knicks player. But it's all right. That's another conversation.
Bro, like, come on. Like, yo, how about this, Nico? I was looking at today. Like, you're saying because he still leads them in points, right, Julius Randle? Yo, he's mad close to catching him. No cap. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now. He's like right there catching Julius Randle. I think he's like point.
Julius Randle just went off.
Look at points per game. He's 0.4 behind him. So all he needs is a couple of good games. He's gonna end up passing Julius Randle at the end of the season. I'm gonna be paying attention to this. Like he's right there, like 0.4. But nah, I just think that defensively he's way better this year than he was last year. With that, when they made the playoffs, offensively, I think he's taken on a bigger load. He's been scoring the ball better this season as well. He has more 30-point games this season than he does in his first 2 seasons as well. He got his career high this year. He had more moments this year than he did his first 2 seasons as well. But yeah, those are the 2 guys I had. And at center, I'm just gonna say mine. I had Jared Allen.
Yeah, go ahead. Where?
We talked about him already.
I have same second. It was just the flip around. You know, saying Jared, I had Jared Allen in the first. I had Robert Williams in the second. I mean, he's been playing like you said already for him. He's been great all season. Just great playmaker and defensive.
Y'all ready for mine?
I want to hear this one.
I'm pretty sure Miguel already knows.
Claxton.
No.
You said I already know?
I said I'm pretty sure you already know.
Nah, I don't know then.
Who are you gonna say?
I was gonna say Precious.
Oh nah. I think Miguel won't like this one though. Nico not. Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
I already got 3 Grizzlies on my list, right? On my MIP list. I also got 3 Spurs. I got DeJounte Murray. I got Keldon Johnson, and I got Jakob fucking Poeltl, yo.
That's up. He knows it. We go, get the fuck out of here, yo. You even came up to me and told me that boy.
I think he be getting dropped off.
He's good. He is good, but
his
I don't know about most improved. Over Robert Williams?
What happened? Bro,
I'm not a big Jakob Poeltl fan. It's all right.
He's not though.
He's a great rebounder. He's a great rebounder for his size. I'm not a Jakob Poeltl fan.
For his size, you're making it sound like he's not 7'1". Austria. The best Austrian player in the history of the NBA.
He looks smaller though. His arms are very.
Yo, only one from Austria.
He's the only player from Austria in the league.
Shooting 100% from the 3-point line.
Exactly. Look at that. Your favorite player not even doing that. So now, but if you look at it for real though, like
1 to 10.
Like
yeah. I'm just not a big fan of him.
1-3.
Yeah, +5 on the points.
His defense is not good.
His defense is good, bro. Stop disrespecting him. He's a good team defender.
He's a sleeper. He's a sleeper.
What did you tell me like 2 days ago?
I say he gets dropped off a lot individually, but I say he's a good team defender.
He's a
1-on-1 in the post, he be getting dropped off. I'm not gonna lie to you. But as a team defender, he's not a bad defender.
He's not.
Yeah, he's
not.
Like,
the way you guys
I just think he had a really good improvement from last year.
Top 10, fucking best defender.
First position, he's top 10 defenders in the NBA.
He's probably top 10, but not top 5. Y'all may make it seem like he's top 5.
I mean, but you look at the top 5 defenders at the center position, it's like crazy. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Nico always finds a way to like make it negative.
Little somebody, bro. Like, obviously, like
you say, yo, no cap. LeBron really top 3 of all time. He not number 1 though.
Yeah, not for real, bro. Like no, can you just say this? That's like the same argument we was talking about earlier when we was talking about college basketball. But you look at, but like the defenders at his position, he's obviously not a better defender than Bam, Jared Allen, Rudy Gobert,
Clint Capella.
I would give him the nod. I don't know. Capella this season.
This season, Capella
get the fuck out of here.
He's a better defender
this season, Nico.
Yeah, drunk. I'm telling you, we put a poll up right now on Instagram. Anything, bro. Anything,
bro. Because people don't watch Hawks games like that. Like,
you're gonna see Clint Capella.
You're telling me Capella's been a good defender this season? You're drunk if you say that.
Yeah, he has not been that good this season, bro.
And they're both not great. They're not great off the, you know what I'm saying, like a perimeter defenders. They're only interior defenders. So if you're talking about interior, yes, he's a way better shot blocker.
He's top 10. I'll say that. Straight like that. He's top 10.
He's top 10, but he's not top 5.
Why are you moving the goalpost for, bro? Why are you moving the goalpost for?
I'm not. Man.
I respect that. I respect it, Taha. But I'm gonna go with my honorable mentions. For the guards, honorable mentions, I had Anthony Simons. I'm surprised nobody brought his name up.
Yeah, he's an honorable mention for me.
I had him up there. I was looking up him.
I had Tyler Hero as an honorable mention. We spoke about him already. I had Tyrese Maxey. We spoke about him as well.
That's on my.
And I had this one. Nobody else brought him up too, but Jalen Brunson is a much better player this year than he was last year.
I looked at him.
I forgot about him.
I did look at him. He's been playing fucking good. He's probably the best ISO player. And right now, I think
another one that just popped into my mind. Monte Morris.
Y'all wanted to give it somebody off that team, and the only person that was kind of my mind was Will Barton. I feel like he's just way better this year than he was last year.
Now Monte Morris, he's really stepped up in my opinion.
Malik Beasley don't play for the Nuggets, bro.
He just came up. Now that you said Monte Morris, Malik Beasley, he's been shooting lights out.
Is he averaging 20 like he was last year?
He leads the most 3-pointers made in the NBA.
Is he averaging 20?
I don't know. I don't know what he's averaging. He probably is. If he's
averaging less points than he did the year before, you can't put him on even the honorable mention.
But you have Jared Jackson Jr. on there, and he's averaging less points he did last year.
No, he's not. I don't think he is,
bro.
Let's see it.
He is averaging a little lower.
Okay.
No, he's
I was
not.
thinking about he averaged 17 his second year. Last year he averaged 14. This year he's averaging 16. All right. I guess he barely made the cut. We thinking about it. Last year it don't count. He played 4 games. He played 11 games last year, so that's crossed that game that season out.
Kyle Kuzma was another one.
Yeah, we could.
See, that's why I didn't put Kyle Kuzma because we've seen him average 19 on the Lakers. You know.
Yeah, but compared to, I mean, you're right. We did, but when he was coming out of last season, he wasn't that good. He was a meme, and he just got better. And he was like barely about to make it over
game. I'm sick of the disrespect. Both of y'all made fun of me for saying that Kuzma's still like that, and now he's showing out for the Wizards.
But be specific on the take that you had though. Like it ages worse.
I never said that.
No, it ages worse and worse each month. It ages worse and worse. Each
day bro.
Right now, ages worse.
You gotta listen though. You gotta listen. That take was different than I said. I had 2 Kuzma takes. The first take, the one that involved Jason Tatum, you got that. I'm not even gonna cap. You got that. But the second take was that Kuzma, if he was anywhere other than where LeBron is, then he could do good.
No, but you make it seem like he's gonna be the best player on a playoff team, bro. That's just nuts.
Bro, I don't know, bro. If he was drafted to like a good situation like Tatum was, bro, I feel like he could have developed into that.
Well, he was on my honorable mentions as well, though. I had 2 more guys. I had Josh Hart. He barely missed the cut. I probably should have put him over RJ Barrett, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, he barely missed it. And I had Cam Johnson as well.
Yeah.
I had 1 center that was on my honorable mentions. That was Bobby Portis. He's having a really good year.
No, I had Jared Allen on mine.
She was coming.
I had Jared Allen, Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I had all those centers. I had the Carter too. Mm-hmm. I had Wendell Carter and then Jared Allen and Robert Williams as my 3 centers.
Bamba.
Honorables. I was gonna put them, but then I was like, nah.
We gonna fuck with Mobamba. But let's get to the predictions. We've been going on for mad long.
Yeah, we had 2 hours.
Yeah. So y'all better have fun with this one. But starting off today, we have the Kings at the Heat. It's looking like
we didn't even talk about them. Like, y'all stretch has been horrible last 3 games.
Yeah, everybody goes through it, bro. Everybody goes through it. I just want to ask you one question about it.
But this is the toughest time to go through it. That's how
it's the worst time. Where's the worst possible time? After these last 4 games, they've gone into 4 games. Do you look at this team any differently heading into the playoffs?
Nah. Well, this team.
Yeah, like you look at the Heat differently going to the playoffs after these 4 games that you've seen.
I don't know. Last 3 games, you guys look like you guys gave up. I mean, obviously that's not a problem I'm worried about. But chemistry might matter after that. You dean shit. We don't
I feel like that. I feel like that wasn't a big deal.
But
We discussed
I
that.
think it's a little stretch. I think it's a little stretch too. Like you know what I'm saying. But I mean, you guys have lost 2 games after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Like,
saying
it
that's
hasn't-
that's really the question. Do you look at them any differently?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't. But
I
you guys
only because of the
obviously
timing. Only because of the timing.
yeah,
Only
the
'cause of
timing's
timing?
bad though. You can't even.
It is.
Timing
It's
is
terrible.
bad.
It's
That's
the
what I
worst
have.
possible time. Like
To have it right before the playoffs, 9 games right before. You know what I'm saying? Victor Oladipo also came back. You guys have a full.
I feel like that really
healthy
fucked up
lineup
the
and all this shit
chemistry.
happens.
I feel like that really fucked up the chemistry.
Yeah, he's a big one. And I said it might fuck up. It's
Yeah, it
just
could
everything on the court.
exactly.
We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Because
We
now
don't know
you
what
just
the argument was on the court. Was it maybe? So yeah.
yeah, we'll see. They're probably just frustrated because they just keep losing. But they look like a team that's just ready for the season to end.
No, I still got Miami
yeah,
game though.
What'd you say?
Y'all gotta win this one.
Miami's still winning this game.
Yeah, for sure. Sabonis
Yeah,
is
for
down,
sure.
so is De'Aaron
Sabonis
Fox.
is out.
Yeah, so is De'Aaron Fox. So if they lose this game, burn the boats.
Oh,
But then we have Nuggets at Hornets.
Denver
Back to back for the
Hornets
Hornets, so Nuggets should win this one.
Jokic is going against them. Like what? Like what? Come on.
Nah, facts.
That's tough for you.
Ty, who'd you have? You got Nuggets?
Yeah.
Then we have Ty. How did you feel about the Hornets spoiling Kyrie's debut?
I'm not even mad about that. I'm more so mad about the fact that was an important game.
Nah, it was.
Like,
it was. Yeah, we really didn't talk about it either. Too.
We were one game ahead of the Hornets.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, dropped to the 10th seed.
Huh?
They dropped to the 10th seed.
No, I think we dropped to 9th.
No, you guys are tied for 10th, and the Hornets have the tiebreaker.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I checked it last night after the game to see where we was at, and we're still in 9th. The Hawks are 10th. We're 39 and 36, and the Hawks are 37 and 37.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are ahead of game ahead of them, right?
Yeah, so us and the Hornets are tied now, but the Hornets had the tiebreaker. So
so I must have got it wrong. It's now they're forced into playing the 9-10 instead of them being the 10 seed. That's it. We got that wrong.
Yeah.
But they're now in the 9-10 matchup if the play-in started today.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was I mean, like I was more so mad about the fact that we lost that important game. Like I don't know how we're gonna be able to I don't know how confident I am at the fact that we're gonna win both games in the play-in if we do end up at the 9th or 10th, because right now, let's say the season ends today, we would be playing the Hawks, right? And then we would play the loser of Cleveland and Charlotte.
Pretty much, I would be playing Charlotte.
I don't know. Cleveland, they haven't been the best since Jared Allen.
Who would you rather play between those two?
I'd rather play Charlotte because
I feel like Charlotte's team I would just not want to play in a 1-game series. No cap. Because I feel like they could go off for 150 points on any given night. No cap.
True, but also this team was favored in last year's play-in and they lost.
They got smoked by the Pacers. O'Shea Brissett was flaming him, bro. He was talking mad shit in that game.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So I'd much rather, and the Cavs just have our number. The Cavs have the Nets number.
Yeah, they do. It's a bad matchup for you guys because they're big.
Yep.
And if you're looking at a guy to guard KD, obviously not right now, but Mobley's gonna be that guy moving forward. You're like, I want him guarding Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Because there's probably like 3 or 4 guys moving forward that could possibly even give him a run for his money.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you say, Nico?
Doesn't Cleveland lead the season series against you guys?
I think. That's a
probably everybody does. They were injured. They were like broken down for majority of the season.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they even have a thing.
We was broken down from late January to early March.
You guys went on an 11-game losing streak. Like that shit is hard to bounce back from.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
We have Magic at Cavaliers, which is already tipped off. Damn, it's already 7-13. But Cavs in this one.
And
Hawks.
Obviously for the Hawks game.
Yeah, I got Pacers.
Pacers.
I got the Pacers. Bulls, Knicks. I got Bulls.
Yep.
Bulls.
What is Julius Randle's injury though? Does anybody know?
Nah, he's back. He played yesterday.
Okay.
He dropped
Really?
25 yesterday.
Yeah.
We have Celtics at Raptors, but injury news for this game: no Tatum, no Brown, no Robert Williams. So the
just go
Raptors
with the
should pull this game out.
Raptors
Like
should,
they have to.
Raptors should take this one.
Then we have Battle of the Bums, Spurs at Rockets.
Watch them out. You got two most improved players right there in that team.
Got
That
three.
don't mean they're good. That don't mean they're a good team. But
I could see San Antonio. I honestly, this one will go either way because Houston, they're not bad against bad teams. Like they're probably the best bad team in the league.
I would give that to the Magic.
Magic.
Yeah,
Magic.
The Magic are better than the Rockets for a fact.
I don't know.
What? If
I
anything,
don't know, bro.
The Pistons.
if we're talking about, I say Blazers and Spurs.
Nah,
Blazers be winning.
Hold on.
Lately,
Are the Spurs really that bad though that you're putting them on the same level as the Rockets, Magic, and the?
No,
Like, come on, bro.
that's what
Like,
I'm
I wasn't
saying.
even putting the Spurs in that
you-
conversation.
but out of
Yeah,
all
no,
the other
I'm not. I'm not. When I say
Out
the
of all the
Rockets are
other
the best,
teams,
when I say the Rockets are the best bad team, I'm not putting the Spurs on that list. The
they're
Spurs
right
aren't.
there though.
They're not
They're
in that criteria. They're a step above. They're in the mediocre, like floating around the play-in area.
Yeah, I would probably say the Magic are.
I'm gonna say the
best
Rockets
team
though.
in the NBA.
I'm gonna say the Rockets.
I got the Spurs. Warriors
I got
at
the Spurs.
Grizzlies. I got the Grizzlies in this one.
Grizzlies. Yeah, Grizzlies got that.
Like nah.
I'm about to
They
say.
fucking
Yeah, they're
they're
1-4 in their last
bullshit.
5 games.
Draymond is playing so bad right now.
He has not looked that good since he came back from his injury, but
yeah.
We'll see
I'm
what
going
happens.
Grizzlies.
but we talked
What
about it
was
before that though.
what happened to
'cause
Job?
I think it's something. I don't think it's nothing big. What's
Ankle
crazy
injury?
though is their record without him during the season is really crazy.
Yeah, they're what 17? Now they're what 17
17 and like 5 or something like that. Really, 17 and 3
Without who?
without Ja.
Uh
Yeah, they have a good record without him. But they won.
Yeah,
they
they're
won
good
10 games in a
overall.
row when he first got injured. But
Yeah, they
Yeah.
won 10 games without him yet.
yeah, Thunder at Blazers.
another battle of the bones.
Yeah, battle of the
Blazers.
Bones.
Yeah,
I got Thunder.
Thunder
I
got
feel like the
that.
Blazers
That
are
is a battle.
taking more than the Thunder are. No cut.
Yep.
But then
They look like they're
tomorrow,
winning though.
Because they both lost a lot of players, but the Blazers, they lost Nurkic, Josh Hart, Damian Lillard, Bledsoe's not playing, Justice Winslow's not playing. Like they got a lot lost. And so does OKC. OKC lost Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, but I just feel like they have Shea, so Shea's going to be the X factor.
Dort was also a candidate for my most improved though.
Who?
Lou Dort,
Yeah.
he's at 17 points a game this year. But moving on to Tuesday night, we have Bucks at Sixers.
Bucks.
It's the most important game for us.
Yeah,
I
because
think
they're
we
competing
get
for
to
the
season
2-3.
Oh, it's an important game. Somebody call James Harden. We
Big
can't find
game,
him.
James. Oh man,
Oh,
throw it on him. Yeah, I got the Bucks in this one though, for real. It's a big game
Yeah,
though.
Bucks
We'll
got
see.
it.
got the Sixers.
How is this on League
You beat
Pass,
them?
which is crazy?
I mean, the Sixers didn't have that good of a start to the season, and people didn't really expect them to have that great
No.
of a season.
But I'm talking Sixers at
We're the
Bucks.
fourth.
Like Sixers at Bucks, and they even that it's before the season starts. So like either way, this should have been on national TV.
National
Like
TV.
Giannis versus Joel Embiid should be on national TV every time they play.
The last one was though
It was.
the one that we won right
I
before.
think it was on
All-Star break.
ABC. Yeah.
No, it was on SBN. Well, same shit, right?
Yeah, I guess so. They have the
ABC.
same. It's the same company. But
Yeah.
then we have Pistons at Nets.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a bloodbath.
Yo, they always play them tight as hell, bro. No cap.
Yeah.
The Pistons, be
Damn.
big. You know what it is?
Get him on
KD and
top.
Kay Cunningham are friends. Nets are gonna pull this out, but Kay Cunningham, he plays mad good against the Nets. Well, it's this games this year he has.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all see his points per game is rising. No, I know y'all see that. How boy was at like 14 a couple
Yeah,
months
on
ago.
the
He's at
list.
17.
Yeah. Scotty
He on
Barnes
the
still
way up.
rookie of the year.
Scotty Barnes is
different
rookie
talk.
of the year. He is rookie of the year. Kay Cunningham second though. But Bulls at Wizards.
That's cute.
Bulls.
Yeah.
The number one's the one that matters. I'm
Yeah,
going Bulls.
we're not betting
they
for
gonna
second
lose.
place. I got Bulls.
Yeah, Kuz gonna score 50, but they're gonna lose.
Word.
Kuzma.
Who's control? Then we have Lakers at Mavericks. The last time these two teams went off, we seen Luka just pick LeBron apart. And
Did
that was,
LeBron go crazy though?
I don't know. He got dropped off in that fourth quarter. I'll tell you that much. But I got Mavs. Yeah. Jazz at Clippers.
Clippers. Straight up.
I got the
Nah,
Jazz.
Jazz. I'm going with the Jazz.
I don't care if they beat them last
Jazz
time,
been
bro.
playing bad.
They haven't been playing that good. Oh fuck. Then we have Wednesday night. We have Miami at Boston. Sheesh.
You already know that's an L.
Boston.
Yes, sir. That's an L.
Boston. Boston is
scared of
dead
them.
ass the kryptonite, yo. Every day, like even before they even went on that streak, like you know what I'm saying, what they are right now. They weren't even that good, and they were still beating them. You know what I'm saying? Those are the games that they take serious. There's something about them, the games that rivalry.
If we're
that they
being
like.
honest,
So,
though,
and
if we're being honest,
this
this
matters,
season,
right? Take it
we
serious.
have not played them healthy the entire season. I'm just letting you know that now. Jimmy Butler
Yeah,
didn't
that's
play none
cool.
of the games that they played.
No, I feel like
The
right
Celtics,
now,
2-0.
I think the Celtics are still beating them. Yeah, 2-0.
I
I think
feel-
it is.
right now everyone's healthy.
Yeah, right now. I'm talking about healthy as in like our best player wasn't playing it, and Kyle Lowry didn't play.
Yeah.
And PJ. Now I'm not talking about like Depot, Markieff Morris. Like they don't even really matter.
Yeah.
As in like majority of our starters. The last time we played them, they didn't play.
Mhm.
They
sure.
beat us, but I still got the Celtics winning this game. They're just playing way better basketball than the Heat are right now. Then we have Mavericks at Cavaliers. Give me the Mavs in this one
I'm
too.
going Mavs.
Taj is
Taj.
I'm going. My fault. I zoned out. I'm going with the Mavs too.
Taj fell asleep. Then we have Nuggets.
I was
Pacers.
looking at the games in the bottom.
We have Nuggets at Pacers.
I'm going Nuggets.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with the Nuggets on that one too.
the McNuggets. And I got the
Oh my
Magic
God,
at
who's going
Wizards.
for 80 on this one?
I got the Magic.
Hell no.
I'm
I'm
not
going.
Magic, yo, for real. I think it's gonna be that one low key game that they catch that one.
The Wizards suck.
Wizards.
I remember when we
They
did
do,
like.
but when
I remember the
Kuzma
first
been
month into the
carrying them.
season, we did the episodes like going over the rankings and shit, and Ty was talking about the Wizards like they was about to stay top 5. Bro, I remember this shit.
Bro, because Bradley Beal was healthy and they were looking good.
Even Bradley Beal isn't that player, bro. Come on, he's not that guy. Straight up,
Fine, I agree with you. He is that player. Don't let him talk to you like that.
he is not that guy.
They were looking
He is
good,
that
bro.
guy.
That's all I'm saying.
I can
We're
name 15,
looking good,
I
but
can name 15 players better than Bradley Beal right now, and that's a fact. But we don't have enough time. What are you doing that face while I'm lying?
his position.
No, in the
No, not
NBA
his
right
position.
now.
That's so deep.
Obviously not. Like, but come on. Like, would you want me to start saying Jordan Poole better than him? Like,
Yeah.
in the NBA right now, I can name 15 players better than him for a fact. But we don't got time for
I
that.
don't know.
Landry Shamet.
we should talk about that.
Hornets at Knicks. Give me the Knicks in this one. They put this one out.
No, I hope so. But I think
Hornets.
it's got it though.
I think you're gonna see my boy go out for a big game. RJ Barrett going for 35 this game.
I hope so.
This is gonna be him fresh off of watching Duke play. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is for Coach K.
The playoffs
Straight
are out
up.
of reach for them, but I still want them to win that one game.
This is the game where he's gonna put on his Knicks jersey.
Yeah, word up.
Yeah,
That's the game.
he has a Bargnani jersey from the Knicks. But we got Timberwolves
Are you
at
crazy?
Raptors.
Nah, he capped it. I don't got no damn Bargnani jersey.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was. Yes, he do.
Oh,
He
I
got
don't.
traded from the Raptors. He was like, finally, we got a true big man.
Funny.
I got
Like, we went to
Raptors.
the Nets, bro. That shit was tragic.
Oh, Timberwolves. Fun.
Yeah, I'm going with the Timberwolves on that one.
Kings at Rockets. Another battle of the bums.
Rockets.
Sad how the Kings only have 7
Rockets.
more wins than the Rockets. But yeah, I got the Kings. DiVincenzo is going to do it for Villanova. Then we have
Yeah, word up.
Atlanta at Thunder. Another battle of the bums.
Atlanta got that one.
Bubs.
I would have called this
got
one
like
about Bums.
I got Atlanta.
I got Atlanta too. He's funny as hell. He said battles and bums.
Then we got Grizzlies at Spurs.
Damn,
Battle
yo.
of Texas.
Like every time I look at John Morant's points per game, it's higher and higher.
For real. His shit is really his stats this year are crazy.
Yeah, he be going wild. Yeah, he's going
Yeah,
wild.
Grizzlies,
I'm
that's
going
it.
Grizzlies. I'm going Memphis on this one.
John Morant's not gonna play in this game either. Then we have Suns at Warriors. I got the Suns by 35.
Yeah, got that one.
Yeah, I'm going Suns over.
I don't know why you
25.
made that face. I said over 35. I think it was like he
I
was.
said Suns are gonna win by 25.
Either way, I got the Suns. Devin Booker's going for.
This is a battle of the bums right here. This one.
No, it's not. Don't disrespect the Pelicans, bro. Pelicans at Blazers. Pelicans by 20.
Pelicans
Yeah,
are on the same team. With
Pelicans going
straight
win.
up. Well, Pelicans.
That'll do it. That's all of them. Sheesh. Thank
We
you all
got
for
a
tuning in.
2.5-hour episode.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Enjoy
Yeah.
this one.
For shout out to the Poverty Podcast. That's what I do. Real quick before we go, that's what I do every time. I'm doing the other podcast with Ant. I say shout out to the D3 at the end. So going forward, I'm gonna say shout out to the Poverty Podcast at the end of every D3.
I respect it. Thank you all for tuning in. We going.